We make a choice every day
to push harder,
to dream bigger,
to go beyond limits.
We balance lectures and late nights,
exams and extra training,
setbacks
and comebacks.
Because this is more than a university.
This is who we are.
Fueled by ambition,
United by belonging,
Driven by belief. The roar of the crowd,
The silence before the start.
in the shadow of those before us.
and the light of us to come.
The feeling when everything you've worked for
comes down to this moment. This is where sport and well-being unleash something greater.
Where you grow into someone who can shape not just your world, but our world.
The world.
This is more than sport.
more than university.
Edinburgh.
Be more.
Good afternoon and welcome back to the Royal Commonwealth Pool here in the heart of Edinburgh, the capital city of Scotland. We are here for session 5 of the Edinburgh International Swim Meet 2026. My name's Paul Noble. We're taking you through the action again this afternoon, and alongside me, as same as this morning, Robert Taylor. Welcome back, Robert.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to be back for session 5. Paul and I were, if you heard this morning, we're giving you the commentary. So you've got both of us again this afternoon. Virtual replica of what we had this morning. This is the lineup. 400 IM kicks us off, followed by about bit of distance freestyle. We finish off with some distance freestyle as well, with some 50s and other bits and bobs mixed in throughout. So lots to look forward to. These are all the slower swimmers on entry times. Most of these will be probably 18 and under. A lot of school kids will be taking part. Gives them a good opportunity to swim at the meet. And there are junior finals as well that some of them will be looking forward to trying to get into. If they swim really fast, they might even manage to get into a B final. There are A, B and junior finals this evening to look forward to. So that's a lineup, Paul.
It's a tough ask, isn't it, to get into the A and the B finals? But we did have a couple yesterday that got in from the afternoon session, weren't there?
Yeah, there were a couple got into B finals, but of course this morning there won't be 8 slots filled completely for the juniors, because a lot of the juniors will be up against the really, really fast ladies and gentlemen this morning. So it gives some of the other swimmers a good opportunity to post some really fast times against swim this evening, which is all what they're looking forward to do.
Yeah, well, we'll try and keep you up to date with what people need to do to achieve those B finals, and maybe try and make their way into a junior final.
Indeed.
Robert's all over it.
Yeah, I will be all over it indeed. Yeah.
I'm glad you're sitting in that seat, Robert.
Yeah, I get the comfy seat, don't I, Paul?
There's the flags we were talking about.
We were, yeah.
And that's the nations there that are represented. And you just see over on the very top of your screen, there's other nations as well represented right across the top as well. So that's probably about 2/3 of the nations.
It is about, our camera would need to scan a little bit above our officials to get the remaining ones. There are about another dozen flags above where they're sitting. As you mentioned, Paul, we don't have an Australian one.
Don't have an Australian one.
That's missing.
Or a Gibraltar one as well.
Or a Gibraltar. Yeah.
We're good at we're good at finding out these things, aren't we? But we did find out that Gibraltar had competed in every Commonwealth game since 1958.
Yeah, you came up with that useless fact this morning, Paul. Yeah, as always.
And again, Commonwealth games.
There we have. Well
done to our technical team.
Yeah, as we were speaking, we've encouraged them to give us that snapshot. Thanks, guys. So let's see what we've got ahead of us. 400 IM, 4 heats. That's the first heat. And that's the lineup. Andrew Patterson, City Glasgow in 1. Austin McPherson, Geary 2. Cameron O'Donnell, Hamilton Baths 3. Adam Gibson, University of Aberdeen Performance 4. Samuel Ruff, City Glasgow 5. Lucas Innes, Faulthouse Penguins in 6. 7 Fergus Street from Geary. And 9, sorry, there's not 9 lanes. 8 Finchgeary from Stetrock. So that's the lineup.
We do often, just fly by the seat of our pants here. We don't say we make things up, but we've never made up a 9th lane in this pool.
No.
You're used to the big 10-lane pools in Glasgow, Tollcross, and places like that.
So our first event, the IM, from this morning's heat, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swimmers who all swam. So they've all got times that at the moment get them into the junior final. So there's at least one place up for grabs, but potentially there are 8.
And of course, as always, as we look at the pictures on the live stream, lane 1 is at the bottom of your screen, lane 8 right at the top, and those yellow marked lanes in the centre of the pool are lanes 4 and 5. So lane 4 closest to us and lane 5 furthest away in the centre of the pool. And we all the heats are seeded in terms of time, so the fastest swimmers will swim in those middle lanes and the slowest swimmers in the outside lanes. But if anyone can make a little bit of a jump in terms of time, no surprise to see them at the front of the field. And Finchgeary is doing just that right up there in lane number 8, an outside lane flyer. And we are quite often surprised by outside lanes doing really well in some heats, but maybe we shouldn't be, Robert, because some of these heats are very, very close in terms of entry times, aren't they?
They are indeed, and it very much depends on whether the swimmer has been targeted with this meet as well. A lot of the swimmers, especially the ones in Scotland, will be just looking to try and get close to their entry time, because in a few weeks' time we've got Scottish National Age Group Championships up at Aberdeen, where the swimmers will be very much tapered for that. But a lot of them are all in hard training. We did have a lot of Canadian swimmers this morning who will be treating this meet as something that they'll be wanting to do PBs, and they've been swimming really to a high performance.
Yeah, they have. We had a couple of Canadians yesterday afternoon. I'm not sure if we've got any this afternoon, but maybe we'll come across them as we go through the event. Down to halfway point, Finchgiri looks like he's going to continue to lead, although he is being pressed by lane 3, Cameron O'Donnell from Hamilton. It's Hamilton in Scotland, not Hamilton in Canada. And also we used to have a Hamilton Bath Club from Dubai, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hamilton
they used
Aquatics.
to compete here?
Yeah, Hamilton Aquatics.
Hamilton
They
Aquatics, yeah.
quite often come to the Scottish National Age Group Championships. They've been doing that pretty much for the last few years, putting a small team over.
Well, we often see the breaststroke being the decisive stroke in an individual medley, and they're all giving chase to the early leader here, Finchgiri. Now coming under a little bit of pressure, Fergus Reid from Geary is just pulling up on the long-term leader, Finch. And we'll just check the splits there. Finchgiri, you see that 44.41 was the last 50 that he swam there, and you just see how much Fergus Reid made inroads into that lead. So a couple of second advantage for the swimmer in lane number 7. And if this continues, Robert, we might have a new leader when we come down to the bottom end.
There is half a chance Fergus Reid might just slip past. Finch is hanging on gamely here.
Everything closing up in the middle as well. Breaststrokers bringing themselves back into contention.
A long way back though. Lucas Innes from Falthouse Penguins in third, that red cap. He's just hanging on to third, but there's you did call that there could be a change of leader. 1200s, a really strong breaststroke there. Adam Gibson also flying 42.43, but he's really got to take off big style to get anywhere near the two guys, but he is making some ground in lane 4, and Adam Gibson finishing particularly strongly. But Fergus Reid, the Geary swimmer, looks as though he might just have the advantage. Finalist at National Age Groups in this, but Adam Gibson has certainly timed this perfectly. I think Adam Gibson is going to take this one, Paul.
A couple of seconds advantage on that last 50, and there's only a second to make up for Adam Gibson. And the swimmer with the fastest entry time, 4:56.70. Finchgiri just feeling the pace now, dropping down into third and maybe under threat here at the end. He gave it a good go, the swimmer from Stepbrook in the outside lane, but it is the middle lanes coming back now, and Adam Gibson is going to take this one. A great freestyle for him, and dipping under the 5-minute mark. Well done, Fergus Reid. And at 5:01, Andrew Patterson coming in at third position, and good finish there for Adam Gibson, bringing himself through. He's never really in contention right up until that final 100 metres there, Robert.
It was a breaststroke that did it. Andrew Patterson, I think the only one under that entry. Well, sorry, Fergus Reid slightly under his entry time. The rest a wee bit over it, which is very much what we would expect at this time of the year. Most of the swimmers, if they get close within a few seconds of that entry time, that's pretty good for these guys. So on to our second heat. Tom Holt, City Sunderland in 1, Dylan Mitchell, Wanderbass in 2, Michael O'Neill, Barra Stockton 3, Henry Gillum, Camden, Swiss in 4. Aidan Stirling, St Thomas 5, Charlie Ward, Borough Stockton 6, Owen Brown, Newcastle Swim Team in 7, and Daniel Hay, Forth Valley Tridents in 8. 4:51.5 to 4:56.30. At the moment, we need times probably sub 4:50 to get them into the junior final. 4:50.45 is the 7th fastest time.
What was that? 4:50.
4:50
Let me write that down.
and a half. 4:50.45 is the 7th fastest time. At the moment, Adam Gibson on that 4:59 will be 8th fastest, but that's a big gap between 50 and 59. So,
And what's the B final?
to get into the B final, 4:41.53. That will be a very big ask for the majority of the swimmers, but you never know. There are some swimmers with entry times that are faster than that in the final heat, but we've often found that they're a number of seconds slower than that entry time. Well, Hayden Stirling, he'll be back in 5th. It's lane 3, Michael O'Neill, empty lane in lane 4. Michael with an entry time of 4:52.89. So he's got half a chance of initially getting himself a junior spot. So there will be a lot of swimmers to follow in the last 2 heats.
Yeah, good start to this individual medley. Good first half there from Michael O'Neill, 17-year-old, Borough of Stockton. His teammate Charlie Ward is about 3rd spot now, behind Owen Brown. Those 2 swimmers side by side in 6 and 7. But well, as we saw before, breaststroke could be all important. We'll say a good start to the breaststroke though for Michael O'Neill. Pretty comfortable so far, but certainly Charlie Ward making a little bit of inroads to Owen Brown, and Dylan Mitchell coming back strongly as well with that familiar red cap of Warren Derbath. He looks like he might be able to pose a little bit of threat on this breaststroke, but sometimes the angle, Robert, a little bit deceiving from us at the camera.
It can be.
So split times will give us a better idea of who is closing or who's pulling away.
Yeah, 43-39. Dylan Mitchell, renowned breaststroker from Warren Derbath, and you can see just how strong he is coming down the final section of the breaststroke, and we will have a change of leader when we do get down to the turn, I'm sure. Well, my guess is we're looking at a finish time in the low 4:50s here, Paul.
That'll be earn him a place in that junior final. I think they're all juniors in this one, apart from Hayden Stirling in lane number 5, and we didn't quite get a new leader, but Michael O'Neill, as soon as he hits the freestyle,
I think Michael
good.
will be able to kick on. Dylan's freestyle not as strong as his breaststroke, so the Borough Stockton swimmer will take this by some margin, I'm sure. His teammate Charlie Ward going well in 3rd place, and might not be all that far off 2nd by the time we get down to the final 50. Michael a 34, whereas Dylan a high 37 and Charlie a low 35. So Charlie Ward might have a wee chance of even getting 2nd here.
it's almost the exact opposite of what we saw in the breaststroke.
Yeah.
Dylan catching up Michael O'Neill, but
I think we're a Borough Stockton 1-2 here, Paul.
May well be. Michael O'Neill is going to come home, 17-year-old. He is going to be ahead of his teammates, and 4:54 for him.
That gets him 8th place at the moment, but as I say, don't worry too much about that, because we've got a whole raft of swimmers in the next 2 heats who I'm sure will swim significantly faster than 450. But nevertheless, you can only do what you can, and that was a solid swim from Michael. Pretty close to his entry time. Should be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, claims it 4:54.07. And
whole field really 10 seconds, most of them over their entry time. Alex Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance 1. Jack Pritchard, Wigan Best 2. Kai Connolly, University of Aberdeen Performance 3. Harry Robinson, Reed School in 4. 5, Aidan Anderson, University of Aberdeen Performance. 6 is Joe Jennings, Team England. 7, Jack Philpott, City Sunderland. In fact, we're in empty lane in 4. No Harry Robinson. And Alexander Brown, Alec Dolphins, goes in lane number 8. Strongly out in lane 2 and 5, Jack Pritchard, Aidan Anderson. Wouldn't surprise me if Aidan Anderson gets a very fast time in this. He's in at a 4:46.50 and just 16 this year, but already over the last year or so just improving as a good all-rounder. Very good at the distance freestyle as well. So if this 400 will suit him down to the ground. 102.88 for Jack.
leading in a good position here and challenging now for that top spot. I think he might just be edging it, although it's pretty close. Maybe not actually, as they come past the camera position. That's a row of 3 swimmers tussling it out for third position. Kai Connolly in lane number 3, Joe Jennings in 6, and Alexander Brown right up at the top there in lane number 8. So it's still Pritchard, still with a lead of round about 0.7 of a second. He actually increased his lead ahead of Aidan Anderson, who's now being caught by Joe Jennings, 1 lane up from him. It's coming down to the halfway point, still a long way to go. And as you said, Robert, Aidan Anderson's very good on the distance freestyle. I expect him to be strong at the closing stages of this one.
Very close between the 3, with Alexander Brown not all that far back in the outside lane. Aidan Anderson, expect him to be still hanging in there. Our 2 guys breaststroke that wee bit stronger. He's got to just do the best he can to keep in touch. At the moment, Jack's going very nicely, as is well, the 2 Jacks. Sorry, Jack and Joe rather. Jack Pritchard, Joe Jennings, a 40 and a 39, whereas Aidan Anderson's losing about 3 or 4 seconds.
Could be a big gap for him to pull up if this continues on the breaststroke. And Jack Pritchard had a good swim yesterday as well, so very much a swimmer on form. And Joe Jennings is pulling through very nicely on this breaststroke. Aidan Anderson in 3rd spot, but a big gap for him to close when they come to the freestyle. But the Wigan swimmer, Jack Pritchard, is right there in the mix at the front of the field alongside Joe Jennings, and they're absolutely together there. Only 6/100ths of a second separating them, and they have an advantage 5.5 seconds over Aidan Anderson.
Yeah, Joe Jennings is a junior, so you would expect him to come pretty close to a 450 here, and that would certainly at the moment put him maybe 6th or 7th fastest. But the Wigan lad has possibly increased that lead. Joe Jennings, if he can come back in another 34, we're looking at 4:40 8 or thereabouts, which gives him a fighting chance of another swim. Aidan Anderson, as you can see, finishing very strongly in 3rd place. Alexander Brown in 4th. Good swim this from Jack.
Yeah, he swam well yesterday, he swam well again today.
Yeah, lovely PB as
4:43.
well.
Well done to him. Wigan best swimmer, Jack Pritchard takes it.
And
4:43.42. Good swim from Joe Jennings as well, and Aidan Anderson as well, and all under the 4:50 mark.
That gets a second reserve spot for Jack at the moment.
Good swim
And
from the Wigan best swimmer, 4:43.42. Swam at Wigan years and years ago in the old 50-metre pool, and there wasn't that many 50-metre pools up here. I think it was just here in East Kilbride, probably back in those days. But we went down to Wigan to swim in the old. I bet it's not there anymore. It was an old pool.
East
but it was
Kilbride's
good,
still there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, next heat. No Wigan swimmers in this one, but we do have Finlay Bennett from Rutherglen, Reuben Thomas from Mount Kelly, Jamie Gray from Bath University, Matthew Scott from Newcastle, Peter McGrother from Derwentside and Gateshead, Gregor Ross from City of Glasgow, Archie Maguire from City of Sunderland, and Thomas Traynor from Edinburgh University. That is the line-up for this heat. And yeah, again, a few juniors in this one. Archie Maguire in line 7, one line from the top, is the youngest, just 15 years of age. There's 3 17-year-olds and an 18-year-old as well. So can anyone challenge those times? The juniors have got to be in those kind of low 440, well, kind of mid 440 range.
Mid 440s, yeah.
And of course the seniors, I mean, 441.53. Jack Pritchard wasn't far away from a place in the B final there from that previous swim. So if anyone can edge closer to that 441, will get themselves another swim tonight in the B final.
Yeah, well, always quite interested this last few months seeing Finlay Bennett, the Rutherglen swimmer, in lane 1, who has been swimming pretty consistently, improving his times over the last few months. But he's a long way back in 8th place at the moment. Jamie Gray with the advantage. Peter McGrowther in 2nd, Reuben Thomas in 3rd. Reuben, the junior, best junior at the moment, time-wise.
That's a good start here from Jamie Gray, isn't it? Looking really good in the first half of this one. Entry time of 4:40.02. So if he's able to replicate that entry time that he's entered, he will make his way into the B final. 19 years of age, so he is a senior swimmer.
He's a strong breaststroke to give him a chance of getting into that B final. 4:41.53 is the time. It's the 8th swimmer.
I'll have a look and see what kind of splits they do here at the end of this one, Robert.
Yeah, Gregor Ross, no surprise. Excellent breaststroker. His freestyle's not so good, but he is making a big move. Now gone 2nd. Peter McGrowther drops back to 3rd.
And Jamie Gray, I mean, you did see that Gregor was making inroads into the lead, but there's not many others that are catching Jamie at the head of the field. Just the 2 probably. Gregor Ross beginning to make that move now. Peter McGrowther not too far behind, but it's maybe a 3-horse race now as they come into this freestyle. But yeah, Gregor Ross from City of Glasgow, he is eligible for that junior final, so he'll be looking to post a decent time here, the 18-year-old.
Yeah, Jamie Gray 3:37.26. Well, he's got to come back in something like a 64. And smart money would say he shouldn't be able to swim as fast as that after 300 of grueling event.
So we'll see
Well,
where we are
it's half
when we
a-
get here.
Yeah, well, he still needs to come back. That was a 33. He needs to come back at a sub 31. Gregor Ross has half a chance of getting into the junior final.
Yeah, but not be far away at all from that junior final. Gregor Ross there in lane number 6, Jamie Gray. So a good race here. He's led pretty much the whole way here. And he's going to post a good time there, 4:42.83.
Well,
Gregor Ross in second.
that gives Jamie Gray first reserve. Gregor Ross will be, I'm pretty certain, in the junior final with that time. Ruben Taylor may have scraped in. That he'll need to check whether that 4:48 is good enough. That's probably on the cusp, I suspect.
Yeah, good point.
Finlay Bennett did finish 4th. I don't think, I'm not sure, I don't think Finlay Bennett will get in. I think Ruben Thomas may well be at the cusp, as I say.
Yeah, and please check the official results. Do not take what Robert and I say.
No,
as
no,
gospel.
please do not. We'll give you a
We'll try our best.
good
but,
idea of where we are.
The official results are the official results, not what
Indeed.
we say. So please check those official results. Make sure you have or you haven't qualified for any of those finals tonight. But yeah, some good swims here.
Yes, some solid swims from a lot of the guys, yeah.
So we start with the 400. We up the distance now to the 800s. 2 heats of the female 800 freestyle. And I think we've got a full heat of this one to start us off. We saw a couple of cracking 800 freestyles this morning. Let's see if we're going to get a repeat.
Yeah.
Line up for this one: Lucy Willits from Grantham in 1, Casey Crisp from East Kilbride in 2, Jennifer Smith from Borough of Stockton in 3, Elle Pullman, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, Amy Rimmer from Bellshill in 5, Rebecca Somerville from University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, Emily Neal goes for Heart of Midlothian in 7, and Abby Whitfield from Derwentside and Gateshead right up at the top of your picture in lane number 8. What we're looking for here, well, in terms of times, of course the fastest heat comes.
Yeah, the
doesn't it?
fastest, we've still got fastest heat this evening, which will be well inside 9 minutes. Fastest swimmer this morning was Katie Utterson from Newcastle Swim Team on a 9:16.01. That was a really good second heat we had. She just was ahead of Amber Hinton from Dumfries, 9:17.52, and Millie Threlfall on a 9:17.75. The three of them were virtually together at the 600 mark, but Katie just pulled away at the death.
Yeah, it was a good contest, that one.
Really good race. Well, it wouldn't be a distance event if we didn't have the odd East Kilbride swimmer taking part.
Yeah, well, you talked about them this morning.
Well, we did mention from years by Angus Barr, who still has the Scottish junior record, which is 16 and under on age. That's age as of 31st December. Old East Kilbride swimmer had that record, which is probably going back, as we were saying, about 15 years ago. Casey Crisp, 9:46.60 entry time, 2:18.51, so around about a 72-73 split.
Yeah, pretty decent.
So we'll see how this one goes. Over on the far side, Abby Whitfield, Derwentside and Gateshead. also going pretty nicely. Times in this are separated by roughly about 5 seconds. 9:43.60 to 9:48.40. Nice wee snapshot there of Casey. Well, she's pacing much faster than Abby over on the far side.
Yeah, much faster than anyone in the pool so far. So it's a good swim from Casey Chris, the youngest in the field as well.
Yeah, she's promising youngster.
So let's see what she can get here at this 300 mark. 36.56, around about 1:13 or so. So what does that give you? Something like 9:35-ish.
Yeah,
Maybe just about 9:40.
Yeah, maybe about 9.
So that's 9:46 entry time.
Yeah,
so she's on course for that, I think.
Certainly is. Problem for some of the, especially the younger swimmers, 14, 15-year-olds in Scotland, distance events are things they didn't really get to do after we came back from the COVID situation. We did plenty of 50s and 100s, gradually increased to 200s and eventually got some 400s, but first year and a half, couple of years, there wasn't really very much distance freestyle done. So someone like Casey, 14-year-old, she's not really done a lot of them. She hasn't done quite a number. She is a very good distance freestyler, but you need to, Paul, do lots and lots of these to practice and get that consistent clock and timing just right.
She's just about holding the position of fastest swimmer in the pool, but it's pretty close by a couple of swimmers there for Casey going well in line 2, but she's keeping that stroke going. There's no flagging at all for Casey Chris. She's still looking pretty comfortable here, a very good rhythm.
Yeah. Well, we come down, if you see over the very far side of your caption, just out of shot, Casey's coach Andy Figgins will be looking. You'll see Andy in just a wee second, just over there, virtually just waving his arms, just giving him that wee bit of encouragement.
It's good contest for second, but Casey is looking really good, and you know this stroke is holding up pretty well. She hasn't really looked in danger here. She's gone through. She's working hard. 36.71. The time's just slipping away very, very slightly, but as we know in these distance events, and a few tenths for each of the 50s makes a big difference at the time at the end. So let's hope she can continue here and try and get under that time, the entry time in 9:46.60. She's still on course to do that, I think, Robert.
I think Andy's hoping that she's going to be 10 seconds inside that, and I'm hoping that she's going to be 10 seconds inside it as well. I think she's more than capable now of getting pretty close to 9:35. Entry time, as you say, is 9:46.60. Oh, she's well clear. It's a good contest for second place. She'll be looking to get a medal at Snags in this. She did a 9:38.71 at the West Districts just about a month ago. Silver medalist at our summer meet and just missed out on a medal, finished 4th in the age groups.
200 to go, and she's round about a 1:13 there, so if you put a couple of 1:13s on that, she will be around about the 35 range, 9:35. And just noticed that another 14-year-old from East Kilbride is in the next heat. A little bit of rivalry there, and that might be a nice club rivalry there.
Yeah, Ailsa Chan.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm sure that Casey would love to be ahead of her teammate here, and she's doing a great job, you have to say. Look at that, 36.1. She just picked it up very slightly there in that 50. Second place now over on the top, going over Rebecca Somerville. And in the outside lane is Abby Whitfield in third spot. But they are some way behind the leader. And this is an excellent swim from Casey Cresp, the 14-year-old from East Kilbride. Well, he made a prediction, Robert. I think it's going to be 9:34.
0.13.
0.13. That's very precise.
She might even be inside that, Paul. I think she's left too much in the tank. I think we're looking at a 9:32.8. Oh, she's storming down this final 100. Second place, Rebecca Somerville, going particularly nicely.
Well, that stroke has never wavered for the entire length of this 800 freestyle. It's been an incredible performance there from Casey, and she is now more than 10 seconds ahead of the second placed swimmer, and that was Rebecca Somerville up there in lane number 6, holding off the challenge of Abby Whitfield. Now here she comes. It is going to be Casey Cresp with that impressive performance. Let's have a look, see how close she can get to that 9:30 mark, and she's inside the time you predicted, Robert. A really good finish.
I had to correct myself, I wasn't far out, it's 9:32.8. Well done, Casey, that's a super swim. Rebecca Somerville, virtually on her entry time, improves by 1.36 seconds. Abby Whitfield also improves by 1.23, so 3 swimmers all inside their entry time, and Emily Neal 0.16 over it. So fantastic to see this level in the afternoon swimming from these youngsters. Well done, Casey, and you'll be pleased. 9:32.89. That's some swim, 14 seconds almost off that entry time. You'll be looking for a 9:20 next time. Don't you worry about it. You've got a month to get under 9:30 at snags. That will be the target, I'm sure. Well, do we have an empty lane in lane 7?
No, I think we're okay, Robert.
I'm just looking, I just wondered. Yeah, up full house, that's good. So, line up. Molly Weir, Harter Midlothian 1. Gwendolyn Mearns, Tynedale 2. Ava Smith, Geary in 3. Ava Ross, City Glasgow 4. India Marshall, University Aberdeen Performance in 5. Jessica Thomas, Borough Stockton in 6. Swimmer from your neck of the woods, Kirsten Mackay in 7 from Finns, and Ailsa Chan, another 14-year-old from East Kilbride swim team, in the outside lane, so that'll be handy for Andy.
Yeah, be able to wave his swimmer back
right
again.
beside.
I'm sure we'll see the hand going again.
Yeah, she'll have no excuse with Andy right in the sidelines there.
She's doing well, didn't she? In the early stages, might have an East Kilbride leader again.
Yeah. Those of you listening in, if you're wondering where Finns are, the oracle beside me will tell me.
Well, yeah, they do most of the training in Kirkcaldy now, I think.
Yeah, it's.
They used to be based in Glenrothes, but I think most of the training that the Finns do are in Kirkcaldy or around about that area.
Yeah.
We used to train. Well, I trained with Glenrothes, with the big rivals of Finns, of course, and we trained in Glenrothes and also in Cardenden as well. But they had the old pool that was built for the mining community in Cardenden back in the day. and it's still well used these days. Don't know if they still train there. I don't know if the Finns still train there as well, though, but they're around about that area, that Kirkcaldy area. So always had some good competitors here at events like this, at the Scottish Age Group, Scottish Nationals, Edinburgh International, and I think that's the first Finn swimmer I've seen this weekend, though. I think was there any yesterday?
I think that's our first swimmer from Finns in the meet.
But they are still a big club. They participate in a number of the big events. The open water squad they've got as well from the Finns, which you know a bit about, Robert.
Well, they used to have some years ago, but I think Kirsten's about the only one that still does open water now. Not too many swimmers in Fife do open water, other than Step Rock. There are a few brave souls. Kirsten is one of them. From some of the other clubs, a few swimmers also from Carnegie take part. But coming through is India Marshall to take it up. Ailsa Chan just dropping back a wee bit. So I don't think Ailsa Chan's going to be any faster than her teammate, unless Andy can work magic and keep her encouraged to try and pick it up. Around about 37 there. India Marshall pacing probably around about the high 930s at the moment.
It's a lot closer than the previous year, Robert.
Ava Smith, the youngster from Geary. That's another one that does a lot of open water. Doing open water for a few years now. And quite accomplished at it as well.
Yeah, a lot of these distance swimmers, you know, turn their hand to open water, and but some of the top GB swimmers have been very successful in open water. I'm thinking of the likes of David Davis. Back in the day, we won the Olympic medals in open water after being a very, very good 1500 freestyle. I think still the British record holder actually in the 1500 was David Davis, the Welsh swimmer, and he turned his hand very successfully to open water, but others like Jazz Carlin didn't take to it at all. Jazz goes Olympic medalist Jazz Carlin, but when she finished in the pool, she went to open water and didn't quite work out. It's a little bit of a different dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah, some swimmers just don't take to it at all. They've given it a try. Amber Hinton, who was swimming this morning, she was sort of introduced to it last year, and I'm sure she quite enjoys it. Luke Hornsey and I think Sean McCann, the two guys that were swimming yesterday, they're also part of the Scottish Open Water team. So they've taken it on.
Do you all the events, Robert? And
sorry?
You still do all the events?
Yeah,
Not swim them obviously, but
I don't swim
announce
them.
and commentate them.
I get dragged along to commentate them all. I do my utmost to keep those 5 weekends free throughout the year. But it's good fun. It's a good day out. At that time of the year, you usually get half decent weather, and if you get some cracking weather, it's nice to have the mums and dads along there supporting their children swimming, and taking a picnic along and basking for 6 or 7 hours in glorious sunshine in some idyllic parts of Scotland. Looking forward to the first one on the 31st of May in Fife.
Where's that? Lochore Meadows?
That's Lochore Meadows, yes.
Very good.
Yeah, so that's the first one. Then a week later, that's a Sunday, a week later, up at Maniki in Tayside is the Midlands one. Snows is away down, I think, in Castle Douglas, I think it's 4th, 5th of July. The West is the Saturday the 8th of August up at Calland at Venacar, and I think it's Bankery area for the North District. 3 weeks later, I think that's the 29th of August, that's the last one.
You never know, might see some of these swimmers here taking part in these open water events, but in the pool at the moment, Ava Smith going really well. The Geary swimmer, again one of the youngest in the field, 15 years of age. Only Ailsa Chand from East Kilbride over there in lane 8 is younger. But Ava Smith has 200 to go. And they are looking, what's that, around about a 1:11 there. So you're looking at about...
a 9:34.6.
Roughly.
Roughly. Because I'm just hoping Ava will just pick it up a wee bit faster and maybe do a 71-ish and finish strong at the end. You want a 30, a low 36, yeah, 35.7. Well done.
You know that if it is a 9:34.6, that people will be saying, "Oh, this commentary's on delay." They know exactly what how it finishes.
Yeah, well, this is live, folks. So it'd be fine if it was dubbed. If we could swim the race and then do the commentary afterwards, Paul. But it doesn't quite work that way.
No. There's the bell for 100 metres to go. 2 lengths of the pool for Ava Smith.
Right, we need to come back in a 70.6.
Yes, capable of that. Second position is still India Marshall. 1 line down from Ava's Gwendolyn Mearns from Tynedale. And a real tussle for 4th position. Ava Ross and Molly Weir are battling that one out. Ailsa Chand on the far side, not too far away, but she is picking up that pace now. Ava Smith. And 35 and a half.
Certain parts of Scotland, certainly in the central belt, were in lockdown an awful lot more than maybe certain parts of the country. Ava Smith being up in the north, I think they were a wee bit more fortunate. But the Geary Club do an awful lot of distance stuff. She's the national age group champion, summer meet champion, North District champion. So she's a wee bit more experienced than these. She's going to maybe be inside that 9:34.6. Well, there we are now. Wasn't far out, Paul.
No, that's good. Good stuff, Robert. Well, impressive.
Well done, Ava. Pleased to see that. Really, really good time. Okay, it's a 5 seconds, 4 or 5 seconds over our entry time, which may well be a converted time, but nevertheless, really solid swim, Ava. Good to see you performing at a good level again today. India Marshall 9:40.41, but 10 seconds above her entry time. But, another good race to finish our distance freestyle for the girls this afternoon.
And there's the result confirmed. 9:34.22.
Well, from one extreme to the opposite end, top end of the pool now, it's almost a splash and dash. 50 metres backstroke, 6 heats to look forward to.
And what are we looking for? B finals and junior finals, Robert?
We'll give you that in just a wee moment, if you're here with us. Yeah.
There's a lineup for this one. Harry Swarbrick, Cameron O'Donnell, Kyle Mossman, Harry Gibson, Rowan Bissett, James Farnan, Ivan Gallagher and Finlay Brown due to take the start. I think they're all there.
Yeah. Fastest swimmers in this, in the very last heat, are 27 seconds plus. They're going to swim 26.85. Sorry, 26.8. They're going to be faster than that to get it even into a B final, which is a big ask.
And the junior final, you know?
Junior final, I'll give you that in just a wee minute.
Lane number 5 going out to a good start there. Rowan Bissett from Brighton College. Had that good start, that early lead, but they are trying to come back now. Harry Gibson from Newcastle in 4. Might be the man from Brighton though, Rowan Bissett. into the wall, and he stretches for that one, and he does enough. 29.01 for Rowan Bissett, an improvement on his entry time, only by 9/100ths, and he was followed home very closely by Harry Gibson, 29.13. So a nice start there to these heats.
Still a big ask, 27.47. There are swimmers who've got entry times faster than that, but it's what you do this afternoon. One or two might get there, but I wouldn't think it would be any more than maybe a couple, Paul. So in this one, 1 to 8, Rory Hall, Owen Brown, Aaron Drake, Chata, Sky Kabushkai, Fergus Woodward, Nathan Wilson, Logan Scally, Davy Sengler. Michael Nebby also well there in lane 6 is Nathan Wilson from Carnegie. It's very tight. Nathan Wilson just gets this, lane 5 and 8. Yeah.
I thought it was going to be the outside lane flyers there. Both of them are finishing really well in the two outside lanes, but it was the centre lanes.
That's really Jasper Harrison who had the, believe it or not,
yeah, reserve swimmer coming in there.
Yeah, it wasn't Nathan Wilson. Jasper Harrison takes that from Fergus Woodward and Mary Singular.
Well, third heat coming up now. Aidan McCarthy in lane number 1. Adam Prusek, Miller Cunningham, Noah Switzer, Zachary Weatherhead, Fraser Van der Meulen, Hadi Alabed and Sam Simpson. That is your lineup for this third of the 6 heats. And good start from Hadi Alabed in lane number 7, but lanes 3 and 4 coming through now. Miller Cunningham from Glenrothes, Noah Switzer from Swim Munster into the wall now. Could be the Irishman, 27.78 for Noah Switzer from Swim Munster, and that's an excellent time there, 27.78. 28.11. Well, a good swim from the Irish swimmer there. We wish the Irish swimmers all the best in the pool this afternoon, but not necessarily on the rugby field.
True, very true, Paul. Yeah.
Big game coming up soon.
Big
for the
game
Scotland team.
in about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
But where would we much rather be, Paul? Edinburgh or Dublin?
Oh, Edinburgh.
Yeah.
And next heat on its way. Another Irishman in this one. Ben Carlisle, Grantham, Colin McAteer from Swim Leinster, Jack McGann, Jonathan Ireland, Greg Van der Meulen, Archie Smith, Jed Armitage and Ernest Hill. And lane number 5 is Greg Van der Meulen. The Van der Meulens had a good day yesterday, some good swims from all 3 of the brothers, but Jack McGann from University of Stirling might just have this one. It's a clear win actually, look at that.
Yeah.
27.2 for Jack McGann. And half a second improvement on the entry time.
Big
wow.
Drop.
So the two 21-year-olds, Jack McGann and Greg Van der Meulen, in the 27-second range. 2 more heats to come, Robert.
Yeah. You see 27.47 the target at the moment. No one's got within striking distance of that, that are juniors anyway.
Yeah, there are just all but 2 juniors in this one.
Yeah. So we have Oliver Baskerville, Edward Bell, Jacob Bacon, Zach Sheriff, Artem Chabot, Elliot Arnold, Taylor Spalding and Joshua Hill. Lanes 5 and 6, Artem Chabot and Elliot Arnold, and it might just be Chabot from Arnold, very tight. Well, Chabot did take it 27.41. Second place 27.47 was Edward Bell.
He's the
So
only
that's-
two non-juniors
Yeah. So
getting in
we're-
ahead there.
did we have a 27:47 in the first?
That was a junior.
from,
That was a junior final, I think.
from. Yeah.
So these two non-juniors there,
Yeah.
but it's a good finish by Edward
Was
Bell
indeed.
actually. Did really well. Nice spot of the finish to just scrape under his entry time of 27:48. So he'll be pleased with that little improvement. Next heat
So still.
to come. I think we might be missing one swimmer possibly. We have Ethan Collins, Brandon Bess, Joel Box, Magnus Morris, Logan Jackson, Alfie Owen, and Harry Willis out on his own in lane number 8. No swimmer in lane number 7. Doesn't seem to bother Harry Willis because he's off to a great start in that outside lane. Coming through in the middle, Logan Jackson and Magnus Morris, University of Stirling. But is it going to be the man in the outside lane, or is it going to be lane 2? Brandon Best takes it, 27.41 for the 21-year-old, and the 15-year-old Harry Willis. What a good swim from the outside lane, 27.56, just missing out.
I don't
Maybe
think
a-
any. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, but I'm
Is that
pretty
reserve
sure.
time maybe?
It'll be a
The
reserve.
junior?
Yeah, it may have just squeezed the reserve.
Well, Robert checks his sums. We'll move on to the next event, which
Yeah, I think that
is
gets
female
him.
50 back.
I think that puts him as second reserve.
Oh, maybe a chance of a
Yeah.
swim here. Females 50 back, heat 1, Ailey McNichol from Glenrothes in 2, Anna Lawson, East Lothian in 3, Abby Crabe, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, Grace Brown in 5 from Newcastle, 6 sees Nadine Wilson from Borough of Stockton into the early lead, and 7, Lucy Willits from Grantham. And it's maybe it is lane 6. Sorry, Nadine Wilson from Borough of Stockton might just take this one. Entry time is 32.34, and she's improved that to 31.78. Well done to Nadine Wilson taking that one. In second place was Grace Brown, 32.27. Just marginally outside her entry time with Abby Craig in third position. But nice way to start this one, 31.78. What's the...
Yeah, big
What's
ask. A 30.01 to get into a B final. 30.69 is required for the juniors. Freya Keeling, Ella Gilmurray, Cara Broadley, Naomi Broadley, Lisa McNair, Ninga Singh, Serena Gill and Bella Jones. Nice start from Lisa McNair, white cap of Stirling Swimming, maybe half a metre clear. Also in 7th, Serena Gill from Reed School. So those two possibly just with the advantage, there's not a lot in it here. It is going to be Lisa. Lane 7 and 6. 6 and 7. 31.05 for Lisa. Nice swim from her. A wee bit faster entry time. Ninge 31.82 and Cara 31.90.
For next heat, on its way, Lucy McLeod goes for Forth Valley. Sophia McMahon, University of Aberdeen Performance. Leah Connell from Swim Connacht. Maddie Barber from University of Stirling. Annabel J from Grantham. Bronwyn Payne from Edinburgh University. Amelia Morris from Derwentsside and Gateshead. And Kira Pimble from Edinburgh University. Quick start there from Maddie Barber in lane 4. Good reaction time, but good work for Annabel J to get herself in front of the field there in lane number 5. 30.80 is the entry times for the swimmers. Annabel J in 5, just 15 years of age, and is going to win this one clearly in 30.63.
At
That
the
might
moment,
put her in.
yeah, at the moment, that puts her on my reckoning 6th.
Well, Annabelle J from Grantham might have forced herself into another swim tonight in that junior final.
She's actually 7th fastest. There are 6 faster than her, but she becomes the 7th fastest. So it's 30.64.
Oof.
Is the 8th fastest. 30.69 is first reserve.
Only 2 more juniors to come in this 4th heat. And
still a big ask
got a 4th heat
to get any change.
I don't think we've got a 4th heat.
Well,
there we go. There's no swimmers there.
Yeah, there maybe is a slight problem. Maybe they're not all there, and they're just double checking to make sure they all reach the call room in time, Paul.
Well, yeah, that's right.
So,
I mean, it could be a number of things. There might be, I don't know, something wrong with equipment. Maybe a swimsuit's ripped, or
could be
someone's goggles have broken, or something like that. It might be a little bit of a delay. Let's hope that's all that it is, and nothing worse than that. But yeah, it's been good so far. Well, the swimmer's certainly there. Maybe just waiting for confirmation of what's happening with that. Our technical officials having a little bit of a discussion.
Lynn Rafferty making sure that everything is double checked, just to make sure everything is fine for our final heat. And Jeremy Chittleborough, the meet referee, also involved, just to make sure everything is totally above board.
We've been pretty good this last couple of days. Not been many delays. We're pretty much on time. We had a couple of technical delays in the morning.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning there was a couple of faulty starts, I should say, rather than false starts.
Yeah.
But we had to reset again. But
the timing
nothing major.
Making a little bit of a buzzing noise just as they were about to set them off. But other than that, and I don't think we've had any problems with the pads having to be replaced, which is good. That's the one that normally takes maybe an extra 2 or 3 minutes. So that's the lineup, or the potential lineup. We do not have any reserves that were scheduled to get slotted in.
I think we're missing lane 8 actually.
Maybe missing lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it could well be that Arafat from Loughborough University is a no-show.
Well, no, I think lane 3's there. I think
it might be lane 3. It might be lane. Sorry.
No, I think it's lane 8 actually.
It's from the other side. Yeah. Honor Fox perhaps from Cardiff. Caitlin Reid, Ron Barson 1. Kalila Smith, Aberdeen 2. Anna Farr, Loughborough University 3. Isabel Mather, Team England 4. Heather Mills, Loughborough University 5. Heather Club, Aberdeen Dolphins, the ED on it in 6. And Eloise Howarth, Birmingham University in 7. You're absolutely right, Paul. Honor Fox, outside lane. No show. So 3 juniors in this one in lanes 1, 2 and 6. Well, 2 and 6, which in old money used to be half a crown, half a chance.
For my
perhaps.
time, Robert.
Of course. Eloise Howarth from Birmingham, going well, but it might be the middle lane. Isabel Mather who's going to take this. And 30-38. She doesn't make a final. And only the one swimmer, Annabelle J, 30-63, manages to get an extra swim, Paul. So 1 additional swim.
Well done, Annabelle.
The afternoon. Well done to her. So that's
nice swim from Isabel Mather there. She just stretched for the wall at the end, didn't quite spot the finish, I don't think, but 30.38, just 8/100 shy of the entry time, so that's good stuff. 100 breaststroke coming up now. There's the lineup. Jacob Brooks from the Isle of Man in lane 2. Luca Hall, Borough of Stockton in 3. Hamish Coates from Morpeth in 4. Rory McCallum, Mulgine Bearsden in 5. Ryan Crabb from Red 96 in lane 6. And Oliver Carter, University of Stirling, will go in lane number 7. Ollie Carter, one of the para swimmers.
Yep.
And Ollie Carter had a great swim at the Welsh para meet, the Welsh Winter para meet, just a couple of weeks ago, and he managed to set a new Scottish record for his classification at that Welsh meet. So that'll be a target for Ollie Carter to see if he can improve on that. And again, we talked about the qualification for the Commonwealth Games, so the various different nations and countries and teams for that Commonwealth Games, but the para swimming qualification is a little bit different because it is based on the world ranking, your position in the world ranking. So the top 7 swimmers in the world rankings on a certain qualification period, which was the whole of 2025 up to the end of February 2026. So it was that kind of 14-month period. And if you're in the top 7 in the world rankings, you will get an invitation to take part in the Commonwealth Games. So just 8 swimmers taking part in each of the events at the Commonwealth Games for the para swimmers. But quite a number of events though, so it's good to see participation building up. Ollie Carter, we're hoping he's going to get the call for that. He's right on the kind of cusp of qualification. I was trying to do some of my sums. I think he's there or thereabouts, and he's equal with someone else in the Commonwealth rankings. Yeah. It's just so complicated and really difficult to. I don't want to commit myself in case I've done my calculations wrong, but he's there or thereabouts, Ollie Carter. He went to the last games in Birmingham, absolutely loved it. I think he's still talking about his experience in Birmingham, and he would love to go to another one, especially in Glasgow, but we'll keep everything crossed for him for the selection process. That's what we can do. He did himself a big favour swimming that time in Wales a couple of weeks ago, because the 100 breaststroke is a Commonwealth Games event for him. And if he can go faster, that would be great today, but it's not going to count towards qualification because the window has closed. So we just got a little bit of a delay. I don't know. Are we waiting for the start time? Maybe.
I don't know whether we're ahead. I think we're very much running pretty well to time. Maybe a odd minute or two over for the session. If we get well ahead of time, or talking 10 minutes, then they would really have to slow it down, because that would mean that swimmers potentially who should be at the call room in a reasonable time, if they're not there and they're running 10 minutes early, well, you can't penalise them for not being there just because the officials are running through the meet at breakneck speed.
A few of the officials fanning themselves on the pool side. It looks warm down there. I'm quite liking the temperature here actually, up in the stands where we are. We are quite close to, you see the camera position, we're quite close to that position actually. We're just slightly above it, which gives us a good view of the pool. But it's been a nice temperature. Some poolsides you sit on and you're absolutely sweltering, aren't you?
Yes, indeed. This was actually quite pleasant. But when we go downstairs and go for a bite to eat, Paul, yesterday it was cold. Baltic.
You got the aircon on downstairs.
It wasn't.
Someone says they use it for gym workouts, which is why they keep it a little bit cold. But we weren't doing workouts yesterday.
No. Jacob Brooks, Elliman in 2, Luca Hall, Borough Stockton 3. We don't have anyone in 4. Rory McCallum, Mulgine Bearsden in 5. Ryan Crabb running to 6 and 6. And the aforementioned Ollie Carter, University of Stirling, over in lane 7. So they're really going to have to swim 104.02 to get into the B final. That is a really, really tight target for these guys.
Yeah, very tough.
Really, it's probably the final heat that they've got half a chance. Double check other times.
Callum looking good at the front of the field though in this first heat. He had the entry time of 1:11.70, and let's have a look at this. It's going to be inside that, I think. Well inside, look at that, 1:10.19 for him. Jacob Brooks, Ryan Crabb and Luca Hall. Ollie Carter 1:17 today for Ollie Carter, so outside that time that he did in the Welsh meet a few weeks ago. And we'll be keeping our fingers crossed for the Commonwealth Games selection. I think the para swimmers will find out in, I think before the end of this month actually, whether they're in that top 7 of the rankings, and then it'll be up to the countries to accept or refuse the places that they're offered, and then if that is the case, if they refuse any, their other countries will be offered places. So still a chance for Ollie Carter to make that Commonwealth Games team again.
Just wait for officials just to confirm that result. That's the reason that it's a very slight delay. Could be a touch on the pads that isn't clear. Maybe a soft touch. In fact, there was a disqualification. Ollie Carter was disqualified for a technical infraction. So that could be a combination of various things. Could be at the start, it could be during the race with the stroke, or it could even be at the turns.
Shame for Ollie Carter. Rory McCallum though at the front of the field. Excellent swim from him, 1:10.19, and that's faster than any of the swimmers in this second heat in terms of entry time. We have Rory King from City of Wakefield, Taylor Hutton from Carnegie, Will Byram from City of Wakefield, Samuel Coole from Steprock, Alan Vido from University of Stirling, Lewis Lothian from East Lothian, Cameron Duncan, Carnoustie, and Finlay Brown, another East Lothian swimmer. Oh, in fact, no one in 4, so no Samuel Coole from Steprock, but we have the others in this field, and the entry time, fastest entry time in the 1:10 range, 1:10.76 for Alan Vido from University of Stirling. But first to the wall is Cameron Duncan, Carnoustie swimmer, 18 years of age. What did you say the junior time was?
Yeah, there are 6 that swam this morning. 1:06.26 is the 6th fastest time. So realistically, I think we're looking at sub 1:08 to get a chance of getting into the B final.
2 swimmers separated by almost the entire pool are going to come home together. Rory King and Cameron Duncan into the wall, almost together, 1:10.90 for Rory King, half a second improvement. Well done to Rory King from City of Wakefield. On the other side of the pool, it was Cameron Duncan in 1:11.03. So 2 excellent times at the front of the field there, all big improvements on the entries.
Nice to see a representative from Carnoustie Claymores taking part. I think that's the first one from Carnoustie at the meet. Tiny little club up there, just north of Dundee in the Midlands district. Zachary Bellhouse, Ellerman in 1, Tom Robinson, Anik Dolphins 2, Jasper Hall, Newcastle Swim Team 3, 4 is Jack Philpott, City Sunderland, 5 Alex Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance, 6 Jacob Garzinski, Ellerman, 7 Thomas Harris, Clitheroe, and 8 Ewan Gray, University of Aberdeen Performance. So a lot from the north of England and Isle of Man in this one, 2 from Aberdeen Performance. 1:09.30 to 1:10.30. A strong start over in 7. Thomas Harris 32.29.
Pretty close, this one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Good battle here as they come down the second half of this one. Lane 7, maybe still with the edge. Thomas Harris, possibly, but well, they're all coming back, aren't they? 3, 5, 6.
well,
So we're going to be on the touch.
I think Thomas Harris has just got this from lane 6 and 6, 5 and 3 all together. Yeah, Thomas Harris 109.74. 100.01. The second place Jasper Hall, and a dead heat for third Alex Cantley and Jacob Gerzinski. 110.10. That's maybe our first swimmer from Clitheroe, Paul.
Yeah. Next heat up now. Gregor Ross back in the water again from City of Glasgow. Miller Cunningham also had a busy programme. Glenroth the swimmer in lane number 2. Ethan McMillan Cole from Brighton College in 3. Jack Mitchell, Aberdeen Dolphin in 4. Thomas Davey from University of Galway in 5. Dylan Mitchell, who swam very well in the individual medley, certainly on that breaststroke element, looked really impressive. He goes in 6. Luke Garrity in 7 from City of Glasgow, and Jack Wallace from University of Aberdeen Performance. Ethan McMillan Cole leads them through. Dylan Mitchell only 5 100s behind Thomas Davey and Gregor Ross right there in the mix. And as they come down for this final 50, well, where is this one going to go? Dylan Mitchell still in there in that red cap, also going well. Gregor Ross right down on the left hand side of your screen. Ethan McMillan Cole also there in lane number 3. I think it might be him, possibly the swimmer in 3 will get into the wall first. Oh, very close finish, but it was Ethan in 108.30. Done to him. It was a 3-way tussle at the front of the field there. Gregor Ross and Dylan Mitchell. Both of them have done individual medley a little bit earlier on, so nice swim from them in second, but Ethan McMillan Cole was the one who took it. 108.30.
Heat 5, 1 Aidan Fothergill, Edinburgh University, William Morrison 2, Burris Stockton, 3 Max Higgins, Reed School, 4 Leighton from Hackney, 5 Brogan Smith, Glenrothes, 6 Harry Robinson, Reed School, 7 Ed Armitage, Dermonside and Gateshead, and 8 Lucas Sanders, all Tunbridge Wells, Monsoon.
No one in 4.
No one in 4. So, Brogan Smith had a really good swim yesterday. He's well there, along with Ed Armitage in 7. Ed, I think, just with the advantage from Brogan and Max Smith, 30.96. This is pretty fast. So Ed Armitage still with the advantage. Brogan Smith now coming through, and it's now Brogan Smith, the Glenrothes youngster, who hits the front. Brogan Smith, second at the British Championships at the summer, showing his qualities and strength in this event. And I'm sure he'll be back for a swim. Well, that's a great time, 105.98. Max Higgins, 107.95. So both those guys at the moment have got times for the junior final.
Brogan Smith finished really well on that 200 breaststroke yesterday, didn't he? He was really strong at the end of that 100 as well.
Brogan Smith, that 105.98, that's an absolute certainty. He'll be in the B final. 107.95, well, half a chance.
A junior final.
Junior final, that is, yeah.
So there's the lineup for this next heat. Again, we have a swimmer missing. This time it is lane number 5. But we do have Henry Guppy from Millfield in 1. Marcus Haig, Wickham District in 2, Oliver Caddick from Loughborough University in 3, Ewan Weir goes for Phoenix Aquatic in lane 4, no one in 5 as I said. Robson Miles with a good start in lane number 6 might lead them through the halfway point. Craig Shaw in 2nd place at the halfway goes in 7 for Lanark, and 3rd place at the halfway Callum Aitchison goes for University of Aberdeen Performance. So the action all taking place furthest away from us in those 3 upper lanes. They're almost in a diagonal line here. Can anyone pull back to the leaders right up there at the top? The field is kind of split into 2 halves of the pool, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Coming back in closest to us, Henry Guppy, but I think it might still be the swimmers at the top who are going to take this one. Robson Miles takes it, 106.21 for Robson. Good swim from him. Craig Shaw in 2nd, Callum Aitchison in 3rd, and it was Guppy who came through for 4th place, 107.16. So it was the top of the pool
Well
that
done,
controlled
Craig.
that one.
106.67. At the moment, you are holding 8th place, if I've done my maths correctly, in the juniors. So 106.67 is the target for the one swimmer, which is Ben Roberts from Grantham. The rest are all 19 plus. Jacob Barnett, City Sunderland 1. Ed Ormsby, Team England 2. Austin Williams, Edinburgh University 3. Alexander Turnbull, Isle of Man 4. Ben Rogers, University of Aberdeen Performance in 5. Charlie Rogers, Team England 6. Rory Webster, University of Stirling in 7. As I say, Benjamin Roberts, Grantham in 8. Benjamin probably has to turn around about the 30.5 mark. Give him half a chance. And he's turned 31.63, so don't want to count my chickens, but very unlikely. Alexander Turnbull at the moment with the slight advantage. That's now gone to Ben Rogers. Rogers in lane 5. Benjamin Rogers over in 8 has a lot to do. He's in the mix for one of the minor places, perhaps. No doubt who takes this in lane 6. Ben Rogers, Austin Williams, Edward Ormsby. Benjamin Roberts away down in 7th on a 107 plus. So if my maths is correct, Craig Shaw from Lanark, I think, scrapes in last place for the junior final.
Nice swim from Ben Rogers there. Nice.
Yeah, it was indeed.
Finish at the end of that of that one, into the 105 range. And we move on to the 100 metres butterfly now, female event. We have 7 swimmers in this first heat of 6 heats. 6 heats in this one. So if Robert's doing his sums to see where we are with B finals and junior finals, I can tell you who's in this one. Lucy Short from Crew Flyers in lane number 1. Sana Lafayette from Repton in 2. Rebecca Reid goes in 3 for Warren de Bass. Then we've got Ellie Louise Kennedy and Amy Rowell from City of Glasgow in 4 and 5. And we have Sophie Steele, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, and Mariana Patrick from Stirling Swim in lane number 7. So good start in the middle there, and what looks like it, one of the City of Glasgow swimmers, Ellie Louise Kennedy. Both the City of Glasgow pair are in the middle lanes. Kennedy who leads them through. Rebecca Reid going well for Warren de Bath. Few juniors in this one, Rebecca Reid and Ella Louise Kennedy being 2 of them. Looks like Louise Kennedy though might be controlling this one as they come into the closing stages of this 100. Entry time that she had was 107.75. She's not going to be far away from that, but Sophie Steele has made a big move in the last 25 there, and she will take it. Look at that split, 35-3-1. And Sophie Steele takes that one inside her entry time. The entry time that she had was 107.90. She's improved that to 107.58. So a great finish there.
Was a great finish, yeah.
What we're looking for in terms of time, Robert?
Almost
qualifying?
Yeah, almost a miracle. 102.40 to get into the B final. 102.68 or better to be a reserve. And it's a junior, 103.38. And none of the swimmers are actually faster than that in any of the heats.
That's a tough one.
Lola Milne, City Glasgow 1, Erin Jones, Newcastle Swim Team 2, Charlotte Craig, round 96.3, Abby Craig, University of Aberdeen Performance in 4, Catherine Noble, Newcastle Swim Team 5, Isabel Fox, Derwentsside and Gateshead 6, Anna Dunlop, Dumfries in 7, Freya Keeling, Carnegie in 8. 29.94, Anna Dunlop. Swimmers have really got to go out at probably a low 29 to give them half a chance of getting a low 103. And Dunlop, Dumfries swimmer, looking very strong indeed. Just beginning to type a wee bit as Abby Craig comes back, and she'll finish second. Charlotte Craig in third. 105.16. 105.80 and 106.58.
That's very good indeed. The 105, isn't
very
it?
Good swim
Well,
from
entry
Anna.
times are 107.
2 and a bit second improvement. Abby Craig also over a second faster, and Charlotte Craig a good half second faster as well. Well done,
Yeah,
girls.
At least the top
Very good
3
race.
were under there. Maybe top 3 or 4 were under the entry time. So good quality heat, that one. Let's see if we can get improvements here as well. All the swimmers on the 106 range, with the exception of Tamenja Arimiti from University of Aberdeen Performance, whose entry time 107 flat. Katie Aitchison goes in 1 from Warren Derbas. Georgina Hawkins for Aberdeen Dolphin in 2. Grace Turner from Grantham in 3. Alexa Mann, Bath University, goes in lane number 4. Rhea Harrand from Tadcaster in 5. University of Aberdeen Performance, Catherine Body in 6. University of Stirling's Louise Connell in 7. And as I said, Tamenja Arimiti from University of Aberdeen Performance in lane number 8. Alexa Mann, a couple of good swims yesterday. Back in again, trying to forge ahead here in lane number 4. Georgina Hawkins also going well from Aberdeen Dolphin in lane number 2. And it looks like it's between those two. The swimmer in between them is Grace Turner from Grantham. And it is Alexa Mann into the wall. As I said, 105 was the entry times, 106 the entry times for all the heats there. So that 105.55. Excellent swim there from Alexa Mann. Grace Turner in second. Catherine Body came through very strongly in lane 6 for third position, just ahead of Hawkins.
Heat 4, Nadine Wilson, Borough Stockton 1, Charlotte Hunter, Thumble and Durham Performance, Natasha McDowell, University of Stirling 4, Asme Lafia, Loughborough University, Kalila Smith, Aberdeen in 5, Sophia McMahon, University of Aberdeen Performance 6, Abigail Crawford, City Glasgow in 7, and Eve Horton, Wigan Best in 8. 2 middle lanes out very strongly. Kalila Smith and Asme Lafia, and certainly Kalila Smith going very strongly now. Nadine Wilson 30.05, 30.04 on the near side, just has the advantage, and should keep that going. Very tight at the moment. Kalila Smith looks the stronger coming down the final stretch. Kalila Smith is going to take this one. silver medalist at national age groups, North District champion, and she's going to hang on to take that in 104.56. Just over half a second inside that 105.26. Nadine Wilson takes a good chunk of the 105.86 to 105.15 as Melifea, 105.93 in third.
Good times being posted
Very
here.
good times, but we need something really, really special to get anywhere. We've not really had much below 105 yet, and we need something well under 104.
Yeah, tough to make it for another swim for these swimmers in this 100 butterfly. Well, we've got in this one Madison Beth Cool, University of Aberdeen Performance, Kieran Kelly from Forth Valley in 2, Astra Maddox from Millfield in 3, Paige van der Westhuizen, University of Stirling in 4, Ksenia Mann from Mings Hill in 5, Olivia Sheehan from Birmingham University in 6, Lily Diller from Royal Tunbridge Wells Munson in 7, and Ellen Denny from Geary in lane number 8. So a good start there from Madison Beth Cool in playing closest to us in lane number 1, maybe just being eclipsed by the swimmers now in the centre lanes, maybe 3 Astra Maddox and 4 Paige van der Westhuizen. Might be lane number 4 coming through. Van der Westhuizen looking to improve that entry time of 104, and she's done just that, 103.73. Some great times being posted in these 100 fly. Look at that. That's edging closer to the mark you were looking for, Robert.
It's getting a bit nearer. Lovely to see Karine Kelly back in the pool, 106.35. I know not a great time, but 31 now, Karine, but in her day, very accomplished junior swimmer at age groups, etc. Phoebe Weatherall in lane 1, City Wakefield. 2, Ciara Pemble, Edinburgh University. 3, Layla Weatherspoon, Hatton in 4, Alicia Lowe, Team England. Ilana Nightingale Ellis in 5 from Royal Tunbridge Wells and Monsoon. Faye Rogers, Edinburgh University in 6, hoping for a really good swim, I'm sure, Faye, as she was coming down to have a quick word with us. Sadie Hunter, Team England in 7, and Lily Green, Mount Kelly College in lane 8. Now Phoebe Weatherall, 29.75. She's got half a chance, Paul. She's really got to fly down the final 50.
Gone out pretty well.
03.38. She's got to keep this going. Coming through very strongly is Alicia Lowe, another junior from Team England. She might have a better chance. Flying at the end, Sadie Hunter, her teammate in 7. 103.27. Well done, Alicia. 103.27. Just let me double check that. 103.27. Well, you sneak in just by the skin of your teeth to the B final, according to what I've got. So don't take that for certain.
You're doubting yourself there, Robert.
I've got to qualify that just in case. But if my maths is right, you've got another swim.
But if my math is right, I think we saw improvements on the times every single heat there of that 100 butterfly.
I agreed, Paul. Yeah, really good swims from the vast majority there. Right, 200 butterfly. I'll do my magic for you, Paul. Will you catch up with this one?
Yeah, we've got empty lane number 3. Swimmer not taking the start here, but we do have Jamie Hay from Geary in lane number 1. Christian Matheson from Newcastle in lane number 2. Jack Boothroyd goes in 4 from Portsmouth North Sea. Andrew Liu from Step Rock, 15-year-old. He goes in lane number 5. Lucas Innes off to a good start there, almost heading the field at the 50-metre mark. He goes in lane number 6 from Fauldhouse. Daniel Hay from Forth Valley in 7. And Luke Thompson right at the top there for Stirling Swim. 16-year-old goes in lane number 8, but Christian Matheson off to a good start as they come down to the halfway point. Is he going to have the lead? Yeah, he is, by about 0.7 of a second. Andrew Liu coming through into second place now, and Lucas Innes still there or thereabouts in third position, but nice quick start from Christian Matheson. 2:15:30 is entry time.
Andrew Liu going nicely, Paul. National Age Group champion and East District champion. This really is his event, the Butterfly, the swimmer from Step Rock.
Matheson still going well though, 138.34, and stretching the advantage that he had over the swimmers in the middle there. That was a very good 50. Can he hold this in the closing stages now? The swimmers in the middle trying to come back now. Jack Boothroyd in 4 and Andrew Liu in lane number 5, and maybe Christian Matheson just finding pace a little bit tough towards the end here, but I think he might just be able to hold on here. Matheson into the wall, and it was the swimmers catching him, but Matheson held on. 2:16.80. Jack Boothroyd and Andrew Liu finishing very strongly indeed. Ben Carlisle finished strong as well, but it was Matheson who took that one. And did you find out times, Robert?
Yeah, we need a 2:06:15 or better to get into the B final. So look, we've only got 6 juniors that swam this morning. 2:12:17. Yes, there were some juniors in that one. I think we're probably looking at sub 2:11. For being honest about it. Charlie Ward, Stockton 1, Xander Tovey, Millfield School 2, Daniel Oliver, Birmingham University 3, Archie Maguire, City Sunderland 4, Finn Proud, Newcastle Swim Team in 5, Lewis Maxwell Pauls, Warner Bass Club 6, Edward Hodgson, Newcastle Swim Team in 7, going very nicely, and Liam Marshall, Durham City in lane 8. Daniel Oliver well up there in 3, 27:72, Xander Tovey in second, with Hodgson roughly a second back on the leader. So just on the near side, lanes 3 and 2 still with the advantage. Over the far side, it's just the Newcastle swimmer Edward Hodgson with the advantage on the far side. But 6 swimmers, all very, very tightly bunched here.
Yeah, still early stages, halfway point, 1:78.
Well, that's pretty fast. Well, there's barely 2 seconds between the first 6. But that is changed dramatically. Xander Tovey from Millfield has gone more than a body length clear. The rest have got an awful lot to do. This looks good for Xander. Very much faster than the previous heat by a good 3 or 4 seconds.
Look at that.
Yeah.
They're all together. Look at that. Only 0.3 of a second.
Yeah, 5 of them almost together, but those 5 have got a heck of a lot to do to catch our leader now, who's set sail. Archie Maguire, Sunderland swimmer, trying to get involved, but Lewis Maxwell Pauls, Wonder Bass, I think will be our second swimmer. Let's do the time for Xander. 2:08. 50. Lewis 2:11.64.
Some cracking times there compared to the entry times. The fastest time for the centre lanes was 2:12.3. Look at the face of Xander Tovey there. What a smile on the face of the man who's just on a 2:08.50, improving his time by over 5 seconds. That's fantastic.
Yeah, 2:11.64 is the 7th fastest time. I did say probably 2:11 or better gives them a chance. 2:08.50 I think will give Xander a very good chance of being in the B final. Aidan Anderson, University of Aberdeen performance in 1. Augusta Tierney, Hackney in 2. Alfie Owen, Wigan Best 3. James Gillis, City Glasgow 4. Will Hewitt, Middlesbrough 5. James Kilpatrick, Carnegie 6. Jason van der Veer, Team England 7. And Rory Young, City Glasgow in lane 8. Nice to see Rory Young still swimming at 24. At the moment, lane 4. James Gillis with the advantage, 28.08, a wee bit slower than the previous heat, but that was a very fast time, that 2:08.50. Second place, Will Hewitt in lane 5, lane 2. Oko Gustitiani from Hackney in third place, I think. Well, there's probably 6 swimmers in with a chance here, separated by just over 2 seconds, Paul.
They're round about the split that we saw in that previous one, but Tovey just took off on that second 100, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
See if anyone else can do the same. We'll do something similar. Maybe lane number 4 might be the one that is just about best place to do that, and that's James Gillis from City of Glasgow. Will Hewitt following him in lane number 5. Alfie Owen also there as well in lane number 3 there. Very close together. Rocco Gustianiani in 4th position in lane number 2, but it might be Gillis now. Is just going to edge this one. James Gillis, still a junior swimmer as well, just 18 years of age. Can he hold on? Real pressure now from Alfie Owen in 3 and Will Hewitt in 5. They're all closing up on the leader. He's under pressure on both sides. It might be Alfie Owen with a good finish, or is the leader going to hold on? Gillis and Owen and Hewitt, and Alfie Owen gets it in lane number 3. It did look like he had the momentum, but I thought Gillis had just kicked again coming into the end, but it was all about the touch, and that one went to the swimmer in lane number 3. 2:12.38 for Alfie Owen. What a great race that was.
I think they were all, in real terms, I think they were all dying. I know it was it was tight at the end, but a lot slower than the previous heat.
Well,
they've given it everything down that last 20 metres though.
Absolutely.
Jamie Beach, Newcastle swim team in 1. Sidar Gulen, Edinburgh University 2. Colton Dorfield, Millfield School in 3. Ross Anderton, Edinburgh University 4. Jacob Baton, City Peterborough 5. Ethan Williams 6. Matthew Scott 7, both Newcastle swim team. And Owen Molson, Ramsbottom in lane 8. 2:07.40 to 2:10.30. Well, maybe a wee chance in this one, Paul.
Where did you say Ramsbottom was again? You were talking about that. I saw the coach was up here alongside us.
In the Bury area.
Oh, yeah.
Just north of Manchester.
I was thinking of them as they might be near like the East Midlands, like Derby, because they were the Rams, weren't they? The football team.
Yeah,
it's obviously. Yeah. I'm easily confused, though, Robert.
You are, yeah.
Yeah.
You said it, Paul. I'm not. I don't want to comment. Wilson and Bacon. Very, very tight between those two. Over on the far side, Owen Wilson from the aforementioned Ramsbottom has a bit of body length advantage at this early stage from the city's Peterborough swimmer Jacob Baton. Both of these juniors So they'll want to post something 208, 209 or thereabouts, but both guys out extremely strongly.
Yeah, 60
Very fast.
Yeah, and let's hope he doesn't pay for that very fast early pace. Swimmers in the middle, starting to come back on the man in the outside lane now, but still well placed. Lane number 5, Jacob Bacon, going well, City of Peterborough. Again, the youngest in the field swimmer in lane number 5, 16 years of age. And he's taken up the running. Owen Wilson now down into 3rd position. He's still going faster than anyone else in the field, apart from the leading 2 who have pulled through.
Well, we might find 2 swimmers here. Dorfield in 2nd, Bacon, who leads, will be back this evening. It very much looks as though it's Bacon that's got it.
Oh, it's
Bacon,
close, isn't it?
209. And Dorfield, 209. Well, it didn't look as though it was just a 10th in it.
I don't know. Colin Dorfield finished pretty well there.
I
Pretty close.
suspect both these guys are on the cusp.
Both juniors, of course, so that junior final might be a prospect for those 2. One more heat to come.
Yeah, I'd say that the 209.14 is okay. The 209.24 might be first reserve. Might be.
One more heat to come. We've still got some juniors in this one. Fraser Chetlow from University of Aberdeen Performance goes in 1. Sean Donnellan from Swim Leinster in 2. First of the juniors is Joshua Burkill from Millfield in 3. Bruce Thorne from Team England goes in lane number 4. Nikolai Cisnet Jr. from City of Glasgow goes in lane number 5. Isaac Buchan from Leeds University in 6. Danny Kish from Brighton College in 7. And Riccardo Lucarelli from University of Stirling over there in lane number 8. So just 2 juniors in this one, Robert. Nikolai Cisnet in 5 and Joshua Burkill in lane number 3. And of those 2, Nikolai Cisnet is the best placed. Not much in it between the 2.
Yeah, the green cap in lane 3 is one of the guys you're looking for, junior-wise. The blue cap in 5 with the letter C.
Well, Nikolai Cisnet in lane number 5 is challenging for the lead, but out there in lane number 8 is Riccardo Lucarelli from University of Stirling, and also Sean Donnellan from Swim Leinster over on the other side of the pool in lane number 2, and also Isaac Buchan from Leeds University. That's the top 3, separated by less than a second at that final turn here. Who has got the strength on this final 50? Is it going to be Lucarelli in the outside lane? Is it Donnellan, who looks good as well, as they kind of even out in front of the camera? It looks like it might be the Irish swimmer who is going to take this one. The 19-year-old, so he's not eligible to qualify for that junior final, but let's see what kind of time he's going to get here. Entry time of 2:06, and he's improved that to a 2:05. Well done, Sean Donnellan.
That gets him into the B final. Well done to him.
So great stuff, and that final heat.
Just
Wow.
want to check Nikolai Cisnet's time here.
2:10.
Joshua Burkill, 2:06. Sorry, 2:09.95. That's it. I'm pretty certain doesn't get him into a final. I might at best be second reserve. At best. Nikolai Cisnet a bit further down. Well done to
Sean Donnellan.
Sean Donnellan, who gets himself into the B final.
Well, 4 swimmers due to take the start in this next event, which is the 400 IM female event. Only 3 taking the start. Rebecca Somerville will be out on her own in lane number 3. University of Aberdeen Performance. No one in 4, but we have Sky Petrie in 5 and Emily Talks in lane number 6. Sky Petrie from Montefieth and Emily Talks from Lincoln Vulcans. And all of the swimmers just separated by 0.2 of a second in terms of their entry time. 5:25.60 for both Rebecca Somerville and Sky Petrie, and 5:25.80 for Emily Talks over there in lane number 6. But the best start is Sky Petrie. 4 heats of this 400 metres individual medley. Well, Sky Petrie from Montefieth. We saw Carnoustie swimmer a little bit earlier on, Robert. Got Montefieth now.
Yeah.
Just down the road from Carnoustie.
It is, yeah. Just about 5 miles down the road. Doesn't have a championship golf course though.
No.
But
It's got a big seafront, big beach, big caravan park right on the beach in Montefieth. It's my neighbours back in the day used to go to their caravan at Montefieth for their summer holidays. Oh, it was a good place to visit.
Yeah.
So lane number 5 it is Sky Petrie.
Entry time 5:25.6. Now she'll be hoping she gets as close to that as possible.
And are we looking at what kind of times are we looking at for the later heats,
Well,
Robert?
If we're looking for getting a B final, pretty tough. 5:12.04, which is faster than any of the swimmers' entry time. Only one swimmer on a 5:12.66 has a time that would get them potentially, if they swam that, second reserve in the B final. Juniors 5:21.68. At the moment there are 7 juniors, so at least one junior from this afternoon is guaranteed getting into the junior final. We'll see how this one develops. Realistically, probably something sub 5:15 will definitely be in, I think. But there are 3 swimmers on a 5:15.
Well, keep an eye on those times. Robert will try and keep the list up to date, but as always, please check the official results. Do not come and see our officials on poolside saying, "Oh well, the guys on the live stream said I'd qualified for the final."
Exactly.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But keep those official results checked. We'll do our best to try and keep you up to date. But let's hope we'll get some swimmers just sneaking in to get a second swim tonight in this 400 individual medley. Real tough event, this 400 individual medley. We've had the events this afternoon, haven't we? 400 IM, 200 fly, 800 freestyle. It's a tough afternoon for the swimmers. But Sky Petrie doing a very good job indeed. 15 years of age, as we said, and that of course is 15 at the end of the year. So she may well still be 14, Sky Petrie. But she has a big lead there. 49.67 for that 50 metres breaststroke. She stretched her lead over the 2 competitors who now are quite stretched out in terms of distance between them. And Sky Petrie, I'll just have a little check of her split here as she goes over on this last turn. No lap markers on a 400 IM or bell.
Yeah, thank goodness for that. So we're probably looking at a finish just a little bit inside 5:30, Paul. Maybe a 5:28.
He's done a good job.
Which is
In front of the field here.
pretty decent. On an entry time of 5:25.
And Rebecca Somerville trying to close that gap on Emily Talks, Lincoln Vulcans, and University of Aberdeen Performance. But Sky Petrie has taken this one right from the off, and she will be in 5:28.33. Good stuff for Sky Petrie. Again, just a couple of seconds outside that entry time of 5:25. So well done to her. Emily in second place, 5:38.03 for Emily, and Rebecca Somerville in 5:42. It's a nice start to this 400 IM. Another 3 heats of the 400. Just waiting for confirmation of that result. We did have we all have one disqualification, or a DNS did not start.
We hiccup on your caption here. Those are the swimmers. But the lane numbers, we've got it back. We've sorted it. Lilliman, Milne, City Glasgow 1. Lily Eden, City Sunderland 2. Jessica Smith, University of Aberdeen Performance 3. Leonie Bedborough from Heart of Midlothian in 4. Emily Taylor out smartly from Lanark in 5. Kalila Smith also out smartly in lane 6. Aberdeen 7 is Alana Wilson, Belsall Sharks, and 8 Lauren Cantley, University of Aberdeen Performance. Our sole English swimmer, the 14-year-old Lily Ebden, City Sunderland. Turning in 4th, Galila Smith though, about a second faster, 32.31 at that first 50. And no surprise to see her going out very strongly, very useful butterfly swimmer. And we'll see how she carries on this one.
Lane 5 making a good comeback there in one of the young swimmers. Emily Taylor, 14 years of age, one of 2 14-year-olds in this one. Lily Eden being the other one in lane number 2, but it's first and third for the 14-year-olds after that butterfly. But good turn there from Emily to take her further into the lead. It's a good backstroke, wasn't it? Really used the backstroke turn to good effect there, didn't she, Robert?
Yeah. Another youngster is full of promise from that small club in Lanark, in South Lanarkshire. She's got Evie Mackey, the 16-year-old, a couple of years older, to look up to.
This is good going at this point. She's having an impressive start to this 400 IM. She's really split this field, hasn't she? Really gone fast. And lane number 2, Lily Eden, also going well. The second of the 14-year-olds of that red cap of City of Sunderland, and 2 youngsters leaving the other ones in the wake.
Well, Emily's a pretty useful 14-year-old, and Lanark punch well above their weight. You had earlier today, Craig Shaw got himself into the junior final, 17-year-old from Lanark. Evie Mackey already, I think, was one of the fastest swimmers for the 400 IM, which we're looking forward to this evening. And Emily's going particularly well, almost destroying this field. And breaststroke still keeping her well clear. There's the caption of her coming in with 3 more lengths to go, 1 more 50 to go. 47.83.
Going to get other splits, yeah,
Just a wee-
47, yeah.
Fractionally slower than the two girls behind her,
Not much though, is
but
it?
not a lot. No, and she'll get better as she gets older. Well, it's all about second place here, Paul. It's a really, really commanding swim. Another 14-year-old Lily Edden having a cracking swim as well in the second lane. Jessica Smith, 19 beside her. Emily Taylor really motoring now.
See if they've closed up a
Yeah.
little there, Robert. I don't know if they have, or only just marginally. Two 14-year-olds still ahead there as they go onto the freestyle. But Emily looking really good here. She started really well, and Lily as well, the second 14-year-old. They're definitely going to be 1 and 2, I think.
5:22 on the nose. Almost certainly be a short course conversion, this. The long course. Well, we're looking potentially sub 5:20. Let's see if she can get close to 5:17. 5:17 a wee bit would be very, very good. She's the Scottish summer meet champion, and she'll be wanting to get the Snags title in a few months' time up in the same pool in Aberdeen. But this has been a cracking swim from Emily. Sub 5:20, you can't do much better than that. 5:18.77, and a lovely swim as well from Lily Ebden. She was on a 5:23.40. She's improved by a quarter of a second. You can't do anything better than improve your times. Well done, girls. Jessica Smith, 5:28.94.
And that'll give her a chance of that junior final.
Indeed.
Big chance there for us to see Emily Taylor again in that junior final, 5:18.77.
Yeah,
Where does
well,
that put her?
That puts her in the penultimate position.
Okay.
That's second last for those of you.
Okay. And two more heats to come,
Yeah,
and a few juniors to come as well, but we'll keep an eye on that time of 5:18.77. It was a cracking swim.
Yeah. As you say, I think 5:15 or better is needed from the last two heats. 5:21.68 is now the target. That is the 8th time. So, Amelia Burrell, Glenrothes 1. Matilda Smith, City Sunderland 2. Amy Rowell, City Glasgow 3. Amelia Morris, Derwentside and Gateshead in 4. Ellen Denny, Geary 5. Kayla Smith, City Glasgow 6. Sana Lafayette from Repton in 7. And Lisa McNair, Stilling Swimming in lane number 8. Well, it's Geary to the 4 in an IM again. Ellen Denny in lane 5. Amelia Morris, swimmer from Derwentside and Gateshead.
All junior swimmers in this one, with the exception of Sana Lefebvre, who's a 19-year-old over there in lane number 7. So that target you said for the junior swimmers, Robert, 5:21.68.
Yeah, they're all
The
inside
immediate
that.
target.
So they're really got to swim probably their entry time or better. Ellen Denny and Amelia Morris. Now the younger of the two, Amelia going about a body length clear. Lisa McNair, you'd expect on her backstroke, maybe to get herself very much in the mix here.
That's just what she's doing right up there at the
Yeah.
top.
Going at best of those three. Very solid backstroke from Lisa. there's no real surprise. She's now gone second. Can she just close? But you can, looking at the caption, you can see the faster stroke rate from the leader, where it's very much a slower, controlled in the water, and hard pull from Lisa. Different styles, it's just what works for you. Amelia, I think we'll just touch fractional ahead, not much in it now. 2:29.96. Well, there's 1200ths. A really solid swim from Lisa in that section. This is the key part, the breaststroke.
We'll just have a little bit of a check of the splits when they come up to the breaststroke, but it does look like Ellen Denny is making inroads into the lead of the two that got away on the backstroke. She's coming through in lane number 5. Might be McNair still leading as they go through at that top end, halfway through the breaststroke element of this 400 metres individual medley.
Lisa just a wee bit faster, not that much. 47.5, 48.5. She's gained a second. Well, Ellen Denny, you did get that impression she was closing, but
yeah,
quite
really
deceptive. The one behind Kayla Smith from City Glasgow is the one that might be going the fastest of all.
Well, McNair going well on the outside lane, 17-year-old from Stirling Swim. And she can get close to that entry time of 5:21.12. It's going to be there or thereabouts for a place in the junior final as it stands. But one heat to come, of course, so it could all change about on that final heat. And there's a number of juniors in that final heat as well. So Lisa McNair has stretched the lead to a couple of seconds ahead of Amelia Morris. Kayla Smith did overtake Ellen Denny, and big advantage gained on the breaststroke for Smith as they go into this freestyle.
I think Lisa will be the 8th fastest. I don't think she's going to be the 7th fastest swimmer. 5:18.77. I don't think she's going to be inside that. Now she's going to come back in just over 35 seconds to be the 7th fastest swimmer. She'll be the target for the swimmers in the next heat. I think her time. And Lisa McNair, solid swim nevertheless, Paul. 5:21.12.
It's going to be pretty close to that.
Yeah, 5 times comes from best part of a year ago, where she finished 6th at national age groups.
Inside maybe Robert. She is 5:20.04.
And that is now the target. So, but realistically, I think we're looking at 5:16 or better to get into the final. We have 6 that are all sub 5:16, Paul, so they've really got to get pretty close to their entry time.
So a good swim from Lisa McNair in that outside lane to take that one ahead of Amelia Morris. Ellen Denny coming through for 3rd position, and there's the lineup for this final heat of the 400 individual medley. Rose Keith in lane number 1. City of Wakefield swimmer Millie Linton from Borough of Stockton in 2, Lucy Hunter from Hamilton in 3, Isabel Mark from Morpeth in 4, Abby Whitfield from Derwentside and Gateshead in lane number 5, Grace Turner goes to Grantham in 6, Katie Aitchison in 7 from Warren de Bath, and Zoe Tollett from Brighton College in lane number 8, and off to a decent start. So in fact there's no one in 6, so no Grace Turner from Grantham, but we do have all the rest, including Zoe Tollett, who's off to a blistering start there, 31.93 in the outside lane. Well, saw a winner from the outside lane in the last heat. We're going to get another one.
Yeah. Well, we're really only interested in two things here. Izzy Munnock in lane 4 is the only non-junior with that red cap from Morpeth, 5:12.66. She needs a 5:12.04 or better to get her into the B final. That's true for all those swimmers, to be honest. But for the juniors, they've got to get certainly inside 5:20. And the more that can do that, the better the chance they have of getting another swim. Well, this is just about on pace for the previous heat. Millie Linton for a Stockton already has a strong start.
Yeah, backstroke looks strong there from Millie Linton. And she is going to stretch away from the others. Yeah, let's have a look at that. 39.38. Let's have a look at the splits for everyone else. They're all in the 40-point range, so that's why you're seeing Millie Linton just stretch the lead at the front of that field. Everyone else kind of bunching up behind her. Maybe 4 swimmers all in contention there for second position. But Millie Linton will be hoping to just take more of an advantage on this obviously strong backstroke that she has. A lane 2 swimmer, again with that entry time of 5:14.90. Again, as we say, Robert, breaststroke vitally important in an individual medley, especially in the 400 individual medley. But she did extend it.
Yeah.
Lucy Hunter also was pretty close, half a second behind there, and onto the breaststroke. And can any of the breaststrokers pull her back? It's looking like they might do.
We need a really strong breaststroke from some of these girls that wee bit further back. I don't think Millie Linton is going to be leading at the final section. So at the moment, a lot of these girls got a lot to do to get anywhere near 5:15 or even a 5:12. Izzy Munnock in 4 is flying, but she's got an awful lot to do, Paul.
Lucy Hunter has taken up the running now, 44 point. Same with Izzy Munnock, and some of the swimmers at the back of the field even faster than the leaders, and the whole field is kind of bunching up now as they come into the freestyle. The swimmers in the far lanes and the outside lanes all coming together, but it is the swimmer in lane number 3, Lucy Hunter, who's going to have the advantage, and Munnock also trying to come back in this centre. Abby Whitfield also not too far away, and it's a very, very close contest. Absolutely no one in the field has been detached here, but Lucy Hunter still with the advantage into the freestyle.
Well, Izzy Munnock needs a wee miracle, Paul. She's got to come back sub 69. Lucy Hunter's got half a chance to get herself, I think slightly more than half a chance. I think she'll be in the junior final. Big question is, can Abby Whitfield get a time that also gets her into the junior final? 5:18.77, I think, for both those girls. If they can get inside that, they've got swims. Izzy Munnock in second is not going to get in the final. Abby Whitfield might not even be good enough to get into the final unless she can really motor. Lucy Hunter's going to be there, Paul. No problems for her.
Yeah, it's going to be a good qualification for her. I think Abby Whitfield might do it as well. You know, she's going to be very close to that 5:18.77. But here she comes, Lucy Hunter from Hamilton.
Can she actually get in there for a B final?
Oh,
she can. My goodness, well done. She sneaks, well, doesn't just sneak in, she's now 15 fastest, pushes Alice Cumming down to 16th. Sophie King, now one of the other juniors drops out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swimmers, 5:15.96 is the 7th swimmer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think 5:18.77 from Emily Taylor gets her in 8th.
Well,
But
there was three faster juniors in that final heat there from Emily Taylor. So
Abby Whitfield 5:17.08. 5:17.08 is the second time. Lucy Hunter certainly is in at a 5:11 in the B final. Abby Whitfield at 5:17.08. Let me just check where that puts
well, the other
Abby
event
Whitfield.
on their way, Robert. While you do your calculations, some paraswimmers in this first heat, the 50 freestyle. Bjorn Owen, Stephen Clegg and Ollie Carter back in again. They're in the outside lanes. The non-para guys, Jack Pritchard, Dylan Rosa, Tyler Spalding and Joshua Hill. Well, Stephen Clegg, double Paralympic champion, visually impaired swimmer in lane number 2. We're hoping to hit the 25-second mark. Tyler Spalding wins it 25.01. Stephen Clegg just outside the 25-second mark, 26.05 for the double Paralympic champion. And he is one that will hopefully be selected for the Commonwealth Games. He is well up in the world rankings in the visually impaired classification. And Stephen Clegg coming back from injury this year after having to have an operation last year, missing the World Championships, but he's back and looking good for selection for the Commonwealth Games. But a good swim at the front of the field to take that one for Tyler Spalding. Some good times in that very first heat. There's a second heat as well. Andrew Liu from Step Rock, James Gillis, City of Glasgow, Fergus Woodward, Portobello, Austin McPherson, Geary, Dylan Broom, another paraswimmer, Swansea University, Jed Armitage, Highland, James Farn and Isle of Man, and Connor Mitchell from Edinburgh University. But no swimmer in 5, so no Dylan Broom. But we do have the others, and maybe lane number 3, possibly. Fergus Woodward might be first to this wall, although lane number 8 going well. And Connor Mitchell back in again. Connor Mitchell on 25.03. So some good times in the first 2 heats here of this 50 metres freestyle. Let's just wait for confirmation of that result. 25.03.
Abby Whitfield 5:17.08. That is the final place for the juniors, with Lucy Hunter going into the B final. But please check that. That's my calculations only, folks.
There's the third heat of this one. Jasper Harrison best. Sam Simpson from Reed, Zachary Bellhouse, Isle of Man. Fraser van der Meulen from Phoenix, Joshua Sattree, City of Peterborough, Brogan Smith back in the water again, Glenn Rothus, Gannon Robertson from University of Stirling, and Daniel Boyne from Heart of Midlothian. Gannon Robertson going well over there in lane number 7. He's going to take this one, and it is 24.73 for Gannon Robertson. And again, we're already into the 24-second range. There's quite a number of heats for this one. 11 heats of this 50 freestyle, but 24.73. 2 swimmers in the 24-second range, Gannon Robertson and Jasper Harrison.
Who won that, Paul? That last one.
Gannon Robertson, 24.73. The other one's underway. Joseph Swart, Matthew Defanes, Owen Wilson, George Bailey, Archie Smith, Georgie Kashirin, Oliver Parry, Philip Lindbergh. Can anyone challenge the 24.73? Going to be close to their entry times if they do. Matthew Defane's going well in the outside lane here, and it is George Bailey just getting the touch. 2/100ths of a second for George Bailey, just shy of the time that we saw in that previous heat. 24.76 for George Bailey. Matthew Defanes nearly sneaked that one. 24.78 improves his entry time by 2/100ths of a second. And George A. Kashirin also under the 25-second mark.
Oh, George Bailey at the moment is 7th fastest, 24.76 for the junior, 24.79. There were 7 swimmers this morning, so 24.79 is the target.
Long way to go though,
Long
and
way
lots
to
of
go.
juniors.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
There's the next one, Edward Bell in 1, Sky Sharples in 2, Benjamin McAvoy, Alexander Turnbull, Tom Parrott, Alex Holmes, Benjamin Roberts and Harry Willis. Where is this one going to go? Sky Sharples looking good in lane number 2. Also there in lane 6 is Alex Holmes, and it is the Glenrothes swimmer. 24.14. Well, the times are tumbling this afternoon, and a great swim from Alex Holmes from Glenrothes. 24.14, just edging Sky Sharples by 7/100ths of a second. Glenrothes having a good afternoon.
You're not joking when you said there's quite a lot to come. 11 heats.
Yeah,
Thank goodness it's 50s.
it's about the halfway point. We will be at 25 metres of this one. Charlie Phipps, Luke Capard, Jamie Steedman, Artem Chobot, Rhys Dodd, Jacob Brown, Adel Nixon, Noah Switzer. We are past the halfway point. No swimmer in lane number 7. We do have the others though, and it looks like it might be just lane number 6, possibly Jacob Brown. It's very close, and it is him by 4/100ths of a second. Artem Chobot coming through strongly in the centre lanes, but it was Jacob Brown. That's an improvement on the entry time. We've seen improvements all the way through, Robert. 24.38. James Guy supposed to swim in this next heat in heat 7, but he swam in the morning.
Swam this morning, so unless
so that's obviously to, I think that's maybe to rest the, it's like swimming in the morning and evening rather than having to come back in an afternoon.
Indeed.
So no swimmer in 6. James Guy is missing, but we do have the others.
So Mika van Blerk, Harry Abid, Nicholas Land, Oliver Murray, Wilfred Lay, Greer van der Meulen, Ryan Ferguson with no James Guy. As you quite rightly said, Wilfred Lay, Greer van der Meulen. It might be Lay from van der Meulen and in lane 1, Mika van Blerk. It was 24.16, 33 and 48 respectively.
We'll have the Alabed doing a 50 fly there. 25.91 for that 50 fly.
24.
Jordanian swimmer, I think. Now we've got them marked for JOR. I guess that's Jordan. Well, they are coming through thick and fast here. We are on to the next heat. Callum MacArthur, Harry Cook, and Nevi Singular, Cameron Jameson, Danny Kish, David O'Loughlin, Colton Dorfield and Lachlan Small. Well, good start there from Cameron Jameson in lane number 4. 24.19. Is he going to dip under that? He is. 23.74 for Cameron Jameson. And it was a very good start. He got an advantage over the swimmers either side of him. So well done there. 23.74 for Cameron Jameson. And he will take that one ahead of a dead heat between the swimmers to follow him. Callum MacArthur in the outside lane, one of them. And heat number 9. Only one junior in this one, that's Ryan Hardy in lane number 7. Edna Kennedy, Harley James, Adam Thompson, no Zach Speakman, But we do have Magnus Kelly, Edward Armitage, Ryan Hardy the junior, and Connor McAteer. Ryan Hardy well up there and right in contention here. Adam Thompson might be the one to beat though in lane number 3. I think it might be those two into the wall. It is 23.96 for Adam Thompson. Just shy of that previous heat, but under the 24-second mark, so they'll be delighted to dip under that. Ryan Hardy, 24.13, improved his entry time by a few 100ths of a second. And it was Magnus Kelly from the Isle of Man in 3rd position.
Luca Plater, Daniel Harvey, Melvin Boson, Elliot Arnold, Cameron Shinkenshok, Benjamin Davis, Liam Taylor and James Dakin. Pre-level start, might be lane 6 and 7. Ben Davis, Liam Taylor, and also up there James Dakin. The far side I think have it. And very tight, lane 6. Davis takes that, 23.61, Bossum 23.76. It's all pretty fast and furious there. Bossum and Dakin.
Well, 23.61 there. Fastest entry time here is Robert Derbyshire, 23.60. Full lineup: Thomas Lydiard, Ronnie Hallett, Kieran Lennox, Robert Derbyshire, Liam Dawson, Adam Ritchie, Benji Jeffries and Liam Molam. No swimmer in 2, so no Ronnie Hallett, but we do have the others. Centre lane looking good in lane number 4, and that is Robert Derbyshire. Also going well, Adam Ritchie in lane number 6, and right at the top Liam Molam, and it is Robert Derbyshire, 23.59. It was very close indeed. He just edges that one. Adam Ritchie in second, 23.61, same time as we saw in the previous heat. And Liam Molam, 23.69. That was fast and furious, that one, Robert.
Well, 2:04, 2:08 and 2:13, I think.
What's that?
I'm just checking my maths here.
Well, 50 breaststroke underway already. Rebecca Shand, Isla Stewart and Amelia Burrell, the 3 swimmers. Amelia Burrell, we've just seen her in the 400 IM, so it's a tough double for the Glenrothes swimmer in lane number 5, but Rebecca Shand closest to us from Aberdeen Dolphin. Isla Stewart, Warren de Bath's youngest in the field at 15, and Amelia Burrell, the 16-year-old, fresh out of that 400 individual medley. It looks like it might be Isla Stewart in the middle. Warren de Bath's into the wall, 36.79. Rebecca Shand in second, and in third place it was Amelia Burrell. So 36.79. Isla Stewart takes that first heat. Only 4 heats of this breaststroke. There's a lineup for the next heat. Dara Williamson in 1, Dundee City Aquatic. Heidi Shaw goes in lane number 2 from Ren 96. Veronica Kariuki in lane number 3 from East Lothian. Cara White from Ren 96 in 4. Josie Grimes, Warren de Bath in 5. Rose Keefe in 6 from City of Wakefield, and in 7 Millie Rivers from City of Sunderland. But this is a close race, this one. Heidi Shaw from Ren 96 and Dara Williamson, Dundee City Aquatic, going well and closest to us, and also going well in the middle, Cara White from Ren 96, and it might be Cara into the wall first. It is indeed Cara White. Millie Rivers coming through strongly for second, but Cara White with that time of 35.67, just marginally faster than her entry time, 3/100ths better.
Well, Paul's doing that marvellous job. Ellie Arnold, 2:04.04. Gavin Schenkelschuk, 2:04.08. As far as I can tell, appear to have made the junior final of that 53. But please check, everyone.
E3's underway. Lucy McLeod, Forth Valley in 1, Ellen White in 2, Katie Gillis in 3, Hannah Bitson in 4, Lauren Cantley in 5, Ella Cunningham in 6, Bronwyn Payne in 7, Rosie Stutchfield in 8. Good start there in lane number 4, and that is Hannah Bettison. Looks like she might take this one. Entry time of 35.22, and she is well inside that one. 34.20. Is that challenging for any of the finals later, Robert?
Yeah, I'm just going to check on this one, Paul, while we're sorting this.
There's Ella Cunningham, also under the 35-second mark, half a second improvement on her entry time. Ellen White also improved her entry time as well by a couple of 100ths. And there's the lineup for heat number 4. Lucy Shore from Crew Flyers, Louise Bressler from Bath University, Alana Wilson from Bells Hill, Ava Bremner from Morpeth next to her teammate Katie Coventry, Zoe Tollett from Brighton College in 6, Erin Jones Newcastle in 7, and Anna Jackson from Perth City off to a good start up there in lane number 8. So looks like it might be the red caps in the middle. Well, the red cap right at the top, but here comes the blue cap of Louise Bressler. Is she going to get in ahead? It's very close at the end, and they all reach for the wall together. Louise Bressler getting it, 34.79. Got it by around about a tenth of a second in the end.
I think I can safely say that none of these ladies managed to swim fast enough. 34.61 was what was required to get themselves into the junior final. Big ask to go an awful lot faster to get anywhere near a B final.
Well, that was the 50s. They're over, Robert. That's them gone. We move up the distance again to the 800 freestyles. Now a couple of 800 freestyles for men. 3 actually.
It's freestyle to finish now, Paul. And 9 of 200 freestyle for the ladies after this. So anybody that wants to dash off the live stream for 5 minutes and dash and get your kettle on, you probably won't miss too much. Andrew Patterson in lane 1, City Glasgow, Ethan Clark, University of Aberdeen Performance 2, Benjamin Thomas, Borough Stockton 3, Sam Ruff, City Glasgow 4, Keir Storman, Arthur Midlothian 5, Tom Holt, City Sunderland 6, Gillian Cranny from Leander in 7, Cooper Schloss, Lorraine 96 in 8. 8.54 to 8.59.78. So all these swimmers just a little bit inside 9 minutes. Out smartly in 1, Ethan Clark, Cooper Schloss over on the far side. But it's the near side, Ethan Clark with the early advantage. Just over a minute for that first 100.
Yeah, saw a couple of good 800s there for the women a bit earlier on.
I'll be hoping I'm sure to pace somewhere probably around a 67 here. 67 and a half if possible for the remainder. 33.78, so double that, 67.4, yep. That's very much on the money of just under 9 minutes. Ben Thomas, the Borough Stockton swimmer, that's Silver Cat in lane 3, coming through. So it's no real change at this early stage. Andrew Patterson also pretty well there. So 3 16-year-olds, 3, 2 and 1. Thomas, Clark and Patterson. But a second between them over on the far side. Cooper Schloss from Wren in 4th. It's now the Borough Stockton swimmer who's just taken it up. Ethan Clark dropping back a wee bit there, a 35, and you wonder whether he's just gone out that wee bit too strong. These other guys are just beginning to build on their start.
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on these splits as we go through, see who's making the moves. Swimmers right in the centre with those fastest entry times, but again, there's not really too much between the entry times of all the field. In terms of an 800, it's about 5 seconds, so of an 800, not a great deal of difference at the end. It's very close at the back of the field. Everybody in a row. Now Ethan Clark coming back into that row of 6 swimmers. Field's almost split in 2 now, the 2 leaders and the 6 chasers.
Andrew Patterson at the moment trying to build this small advantage he has, just over half a second. Pacing maybe a smidgen inside 9 minutes at the moment. The rest of the field are not going to be anywhere near 9 minutes when they're quite a way off the pace at the moment. So if we take this time, double it and add maybe about 6 seconds, you won't be a million miles off the finish time. Well, we certainly hope not. So that
take this time, double it, add 6 seconds and take off the number you first thought. no, that's something else, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. That's it. So what do you think then, Robert? Are we going to be round about that 9 minute mark?
No, it'll be well inside 9 minutes.
Oh, good.
If Andrew can keep this nice steady pace going, we could be looking at a low 850s.
That'd be nice. This first heat.
An 852.5 or thereabouts. Thomas still pacing a similar pace to Andrew. The rest of the field a long way back, all 6 just within a couple of seconds of one another. Tom Holt, best of the rest, in lane 6. So unless he's really saved himself, I don't see him challenging the leading 2. 5:32. We need the pace to just pick up a wee bit for Andrew to get close to 5:52.5. It might have slipped to around about 5:54, 55. This needs to be sub 34.
Two of them going along pretty nicely at the front of the field here. Andrew Patterson, just 5/100ths difference between him and Thomas. The lead that he has is just about a second, and well, no one else in the chasing pack is looking like they're making any inroads to the leading 2. If anything, Patterson maybe extending his lead now.
Looking for something sub 640 here. Well, That was not what we were hoping for, a 34.5. So I think we're looking closer to 8:55, Paul, unless Andrew can really ramp it up in this next 50 to 100 metres. Legs beginning to get into motion here.
Well, the lane markers, so
Another 34. Thomas just beginning to close. He's making a move. And Andrew has got to react to this. The Borough Stockton swimmer really making a move now to close on this lead. Andrew, winner of the summer meet, and just missed out a medal at Snags. And it's all to play for. Hardly anything between the two now.
it's going to be a good fight to the finish, this one.
Well,
100 to go.
Well, can we get an 8:52.5?
So if they can push each other on to that. Patterson has pretty much been in pole position.
Well, the Borough Stockton swimmer looks menacing down this penultimate 50. He's really getting the stroke going now. Andrew has to react. He's trying hard. 33.60, 61 almost together. Half a second in it, and Andrew Patterson has got to kick on now. He's getting the legs going really very strong down the final stretch. The legs really going like the clappers down the final 30 metres.
I think he might do this one now, Robert. It's going to be a convincing win, I think, at the end. He really stretched away. Look at that. Almost clear water between him
Great swims,
and
guys.
Thomas.
Both inside their entry time. Ben by a tenth of a second. Andrew takes something like 5.5 seconds off that 8:59.30. Well done, lads. Tom Holt scrapes under the 9-minute mark as well. The fast finishing City Sunderland swimmer. Good race, Paul.
Yeah, good head to head between the two there in lanes 1 and 3. Patterson led pretty much the whole way through the tail end of that race anyway. There's the lineup for heat number 2. Alexander Brown from Alnwick Dolphins, Frank Lamb from Millfield, Archie Maguire from City of Sunderland, youngest in the field at 15. Ewan Jones from City of Stirling. Oh, in fact, we got the reserve in here. Leonardo Massarini has replaced Archie Maguire in lane 3. Taylor Sinclair in lane number 5. Kyle Connolly go in 6 for East Kilbride. Aaron McGee, City of Sunderland in 7. Michael O'Neill, Borough of Stockton out there in the outside lane in lane number 8. So Massarini getting put into this heat, Robert, with that entry time of 9:01.40. Other entry times for the swimmers in this one: Ewan Jones, the fastest, 8:43.10. So Massarini, swimmer in lane number 3, so just 3 up from the bottom there.
Might not be a bad thing, Paul. Getting in the second heat might push him on to try and stick with these slightly faster swimmers. If he'd gone in the previous heat, he was only, well, a few seconds behind.
Well, it's right in the mix. Massarini there,
Yeah.
next to the leader, who is Frank Lamb in lane number 2. So again, entry times there, 8:50. We saw the 8:53 in that previous heat. What's your prediction for this one, Robert? We're going to see something under the 8:50 mark?
I would hope so, Paul.
Again, it's Heat declared winner. It's the only chance that these swimmers have got to swim this 800, so that it's no qualification heats in a swimmer final. This is the one and only opportunity they've got to do this.
So roughly a 2:06. So we're pacing 66 seconds or thereabouts.
Yeah, so you're talking about like a 45 or something, aren't you?
Well,
something like that, 8:45-ish.
Yeah, hopefully inside that, Paul. Keep the pace going, maybe a 8:42.
That'd be nice.
Alexander Brown, Taylor Sinclair, and Dan McGee over on the far side, just trying to pick it up along with East Kilbride's Kyle Connolly.
And one swimmer getting a little bit detached at the back of the field, the others pretty much in contention still, right across the pool.
Leonardo's having a very good swim in lane 3. Nevertheless, he's hanging in there. 3:13.
Come down to the halfway point at the bottom end this next time through. We're going through the 3:50 now. We'll just check that splits for Frank Lamb would not count any of that leading 7 out just yet. Still not even at the halfway point, so a lot of life left in this one as well. But Frank Lamb 33.9. You can see the time set. Alexander Brown fastest in the water there, 33.6. All the rest on the 34-second mark, and if they can just eke out a couple of tenths every 50, then that's going to make the difference, isn't it?
Just feel our leader is going a wee bit slower than the other ones. They're beginning to come back, so I think we could be looking at best 8:46 ball. And McGee might well be the threat over in lane 7. He is making some steady progress, the Sunderland swimmer. Don't discount Anik Dolphins, Alexander Brown. He's just been hanging back, just trying to pick off what he can. He was second at our Scottish age groups last year, and maybe he fancies his chances. Maybe Leonardo fancies his chances.
It does look like it. 33.6 there for Masserini. I think that's the fastest 50 in the pool for the reserve from Brighton College.
I kind of just get the feeling, Paul, this is almost like a cat and mouse race, and
yeah, a long way to go still. So 500 metres gone when they get to this bottom end. So 300 still to go, 6 lengths of the pool, and it's all closed up.
Well, I think we'll do well to get something close to 8:47, 8:48 at this point. Leonardo Masserini still looks as though he's got plenty left to give. Alexander Brown still well there. 10th at the British Summer Championships. And McGee over on the far side, going into third. Our reserve swimmer is in the mix.
He is. Be a good swim if you can pull this one off with that entry time 9:01.40. I think he's certainly on course to be under the 9-minute mark, which should be excellent for him.
And I think McGee is the one that they've all got to beat. He is now beginning to pick it up.
Oh, 600 gone. Masserini takes up the running. Alexander Brown in second, McGee in third, Lamb in fourth. And Connolly in 5th, but just beginning to slip back a little bit in terms of those top 5. Only a second, less than 1.5 seconds between all 5 of them.
It very much looks as though nobody really wants to push it on. So we may be pretty close to the 8:50-ish mark. Yeah, they're all pacing pretty close to 68. It's not super fast ball.
Well, we're just going to get the bell at this bottom end, see who has got the strength in this final 100. The reserve swimmer Leonardo Massarini making the most of his opportunity to get another swim. And this 800, and I think he might have just hit the front, Massarini. Oh, it is very close. Alexander Brown, Aaron McGee right there in attendance now. But it is Leonardo Massarini, hits the front of the field with 100 to go, Robert. Can he pull off this victory?
Do you want an answer, an honest answer? No, I don't think so. Alexander Brown, I think, is reacting. Frank Lamb trying to get back in the mix here. And I think Alexander Brown has decided I should have kicked on a bit earlier on. Massarini and Lamb, all the action now on the near side. Frank Lamb giving it everything. Alexander Brown comes under pressure from Lamb. Kind of looks like Lamb's been playing with him all throughout.
Well, he's going to take it, isn't he? Good swift last 100, and Frank Lamb is into the wall, 30.00. Frank Lamb takes it, Alexander Brown next, Aaron McGee next. Great improvement on the time for Leonardo Massarini. 8:52.35. He'll be glad that he managed to get that reserve swim, and he's made the most of it, improving his time by something like 9 seconds. So that's fantastic.
Frank Lamb just improves by about a second. Alexander Brown improves also by about 2 seconds, but started that one, Massarini, I think, given where he came from.
Yeah, absolutely. And there we go. It was a good contest there, but Frank Lamb had the speed at the end. There's the next heat, just about to start now. Monty Smith from Wickham District in 1, Henry Gillam, Camden Swiss in 2, Timothy LeBeau from Beckenham in 3, Matthew Sawyers, Wigan Best in 4, William Shepherd from University of Stirling in 5, Lucas Gallant-Dracy, Mount Kelly in 6, Conor Aspinall, Warren de Bath in 7, and Jack Pritchard, Wigan Best in 8. Well, what we get here, entry times a little bit faster in terms of the entry times for this one, Robert. We're into the low 8:30s, so let's see if we can get some improvements on the time here.
So it'll be very interesting to see tactics in this one. Conor Aspinall often goes out very, very strongly and does his utmost to hang on at the death. He's over in lane 7. National Age Group Champion, East District Champion as well. Entry time of 4:37, and he's gone out first on 59. 5 of the swimmers sub a minute, but it's all pretty close between Conor Aspinall and Monty Smith. Smith on the near side. Aspinall over in 7, the red cap of Warnder. Two of them virtually together. About half a second. Because Tracy got another half a second further back. And here 4. Just almost in a line. 4, 5, 6 and 7. With Gillam from Camden Swiss Cottage. The back marker in 8th, about a body length off the swimmers that are contesting sort of 3rd through to 7th. So Monty Smith, 2:03 virtually, 2:02.83. Well, about a body length advantage at the moment. We'll see if this is pacing around the 65 mark. .32.14. So we'd expect somewhere round about 309, sorry, 308 at the split at 300. So we're pacing just a wee bit over 4:30-ish at the moment. 3:07.03. 64 and a bit. Well, Smith can keep this up. You're pretty close to sub 8:30. That's probably the slowest split we've had, 32.66. Already opened up a couple of second advantage. Liberai from Beckenham and Kent in second. Tracy in lane 6, probably just third, ahead of Sawyers from Wigan. And the leader turns just over 4:12. So we're in the low 8:30s here for our leader. 8:41.34. He's pacing quite a wee bit inside that at the moment. We'd expect a split somewhere close to 4:54 in this one. Well, that's again a wee bit slower. Really coming back. Gracie also not out of it, over in lane 6. Sawyers in 4th, Gillum in 5th. They've got to try and pick up the pace. The swimmers in 4th and 5th try and get themselves involved in the contest. Our leader just slowed down a wee bit. I think we're now in a sort of mid 8:30s, Paul. Tracy is the one chasing in lane 6 with the bell.
Yeah, still all to play for, you would think there. Just closing up.
I just think that Mount Kelly swimmer over in lane 6 is the serious threat. He is really beginning to pick it up now. And he's gained another second, so he's virtually gone into the lead. And he has gone into the lead, as Tracy. So,
how long's that lead going to last for, Robert? Because coming through strongly as well, Timothy LaBelle from Beckenham in lane number 3. Also trying to come through as well. Just check the splits on this one. Yeah, he has extended it, the leader, hasn't he? Just a little bit. Monty Smith still holding on to second. LaBelle coming through strongly, but he's not going as fast as the new leader.
So Tracy, if he can just pick up a wee bit more pace, likely to finish somewhere
Do you want Dracy to be more pacey? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Oh,
needs to be
good.
a wee bit more pacey. Yeah, an 8:31 or thereabouts. If he can just pick it up. 32.5.
Close, eh?
Coming through. This is not done and dusted yet, Paul.
Absolutely not. It's less than a second in it. So that's absolutely nothing here. We'll see how this can change as we come down towards the bell at the closing stages. Monty Smith under threat as well from Henry Gillam next to him. But the leading two might be the ones to fight this one out as they take the bell. Be interesting to see what the gap is now. Again, it's closed by another 0.3 of a second. And the gap is 0.6 of a second. If that trend continues, then we're going to be in for a close finish.
At the moment, Lucas Dracy just beginning to pull a wee bit extra out again, Paul. Still has a good body length advantage, and he still has work to do as Timothy Lavelle comes through. He's put down the challenge, and Dracy's reacted. It's a really strong finish, and I think that's what we're getting out to both these guys down the final stretch. Dracy, I think he's just going to hang on here, Paul. Not much in it. Going to be a smidgen over 8:30. Wow. Oh, he's going to get up in lane 4. 8:30, he really wanted that down that final 5 metres. 8:32.47, what a great race to finish the freestyle for the guys. Takes 2 and a bit seconds off that 8:34.73. Dracy 8:36.20, 8:32.86, improves by best part of 2.5 seconds. And third place, Sawyers, just about 5 and a bit seconds over his entry time. And Gillam, pretty respectable, 8:38, couple of seconds over as well.
That's what we like, a nice close contest in these distance races.
Yeah.
Quite a few heats of this 200 freestyle though for us to finish the session with. Female 200 freestyles on the way.
Just 9 heats, Paul, as we said earlier.
Lee Linton, Borough Stockton in 2, Rebecca Auger from Derwentside and Gateshead in 3. Caitlin Reid in 4 from Warren de Bath. Ella Pullman goes in lane number 5. University of Aberdeen Performance. We have Casey Crisp from East Kilbride in lane number 6. Casey Crisp, who swam that great swim earlier on.
Hopefully she's recovered from that. I'm sure she has.
The final swimmer is Talia Glynn, one of the para swimmers, swims in the S14 classification, swimmer with an intellectual impairment, and she's representing Knutsford. So keep an eye on Talia Glynn's time as we go through here. Probably not going to feature in the shake-up at the front of the field. And Casey Crisp has kind of just continued where you left off, Robert. And that slightly faster tempo than we saw in the 800, but recognisable stroke nevertheless.
Yeah.
So I wonder what she can get here, what she can register. Casey Crisp, 2:14.60 was the entry time. She has been impressed though by Rebecca Auger.
It's East Kilbride against ex-East Kilbride.
Rebecca now representing Derwentside and Gateshead, and she might just have the edge here. Swimmer in lane number 3, but Casey Crisp is trying hard to keep this tempo going. It's going to be a very close finish here between these two.
Casey, I think, is just going to hang on just to know more, Great race, girls.
There was improvements from
Nice
both of them.
PBs for both of them. 2:13.35 and 55 respectively. Well done, Rebecca and Casey.
And Tilliglin, para swimmer. 2:27 is that, if I can see the scoreboard. Yeah, 2:27.93. The next heat on its way. Need to check some of these qualifying times, Sir Robert, for these 200s, but how you do that? Go through the starter for this one. Rebecca Reid from Warren de Baths in 1, Ella Cunningham, City of Glasgow in 2, Clementine Lovell, Mount Kelly in 3, Emily Talks, Lincoln Vulcans in 4, Molly Weir, Heart of Midlothian in 5, Freya Tyndall, City of Sunderland in 6, Ava Ross, City of Glasgow in 7, and Rebecca Mailing from Bells Hill. She will go in lane number 8, the Bells Hill swimmer. Again, all junior swimmers in this heat. Molly Weir, the oldest, at 18. Emily Talks and Freya Tyndall, two younger swimmers at just 14 years of age. And it is one of those younger swimmers, Freya Tyndall, City of Sunderland, with that red cap right up there in lane number 6, who's going to lead them through the halfway point. In fact, it is Molly Weir getting that touch. I did think it was going to be Freya, but on the turn, 7/100ths advantage goes to Molly Weir.
Barely a second between all, 7 of the 8 swimmers here. At the moment, that's changing. Ella Cunningham and Clementine Lavelle on the near side. In lane 5, Molly Weir, the Hart swimmer. It's the Hart swimmer, possibly just with the advantage pole. For a third of a second, there's not a lot in it. Molly Weir finally started national age groups and the summer meet, and she's still hanging on here, not by much. Freya Tyndall, City Sunderland, beside her in lane 6. But the Hartsville is going to do enough to take this one, Paul. Molly Weir takes this one. Freya Tyndall maybe gets second, just touched out for second ahead of Clementine Lavelle. 2:13.39. Just a wee bit over her entry times, but a good solid swim from Molly.
Yeah, good close contest for second there, just split by 16/100ths of a second. There's a lineup for heat number 3. Phoebe Wetherill from City of Wakefield in line 1, Molly Irvin Watson Dumfries in 2, Madeline Hoole Warrender in 3, Lily Green Mount Kelly in 4, Sana Lafair in 5 from Repton, Madison Beth Cool, University of Aberdeen Performance in 6, Isabella Cohn in 7 from Heart of Midlothian, and Elena Sanderson from Perth City in lane number 8. Good start there from Madeline Holt from Warren de Baths, 15 years of age, youngest in this field. Again, most of the swimmers are in the junior ranks here, apart from the swimmer in lane number 5, Sana Lafair. But a great start there from Madeline Holt. What kind of times are you looking at, Robert, for?
Well, maybe for
200?
Maddie, I'd like to see Maddie go under 2:10. That would be good for her, but 2:06.44 is required, faster than that, to get a B final swim. I think that's what we'll talk about at the moment. We won't worry about the B final just yet. But Maddie
Is that the B or the junior?
That's the junior final.
Junior.
102.35. Well, can Maddie come back in a sub 67.5? Fingers crossed that she does. not too important that she gets a PB today, but it doesn't do her any harm. Builds that wee bit confidence with Scottish national age groups. Only about 3 weeks away. In fact, it is only 3 weeks away, Paul. Got that something to look forward to. Well, Maddie's kind of dropped back a wee bit. Irvin Watson, another swimmer who pretty useful over 100 and 200s. Dumfries swimmer coming through quite strongly. Maddie Hoole at the moment hanging on here. Irvin Watson and also Sana Lefebvre from Repton. And the Repton swimmer looks menacing as well. It's very tight at the death. Maddie Hoole, well, just hangs on. 2:12.53. Sana 2:12.56, just 400s. And Irvin Watson, Phoebe Weather, close behind, third and fourth. That developed into a cracking race at the end. Maddie just almost dying at the end, but hung on. Thankfully the wall was there just in time. Megan Mills, Tadcaster 1. Annie Staines, Derwentside and Gateshead 2. Najee Ripenzine from Wickham District in 3. Melissa Turnbull, University of Stirling 4. Isabella Thanasoulas from Hackney in 5. Sadie Roberts, Mount Kelly College 6. Rosalie Phelan, Swim Island 7. And Matilda Smith, City Sunderland in 8. 209.70 to 211.30. Fast start from the Irish girl.
No one in 5, I don't think, Robert.
Thank you for that. No Isabella. 29.18. So this excellent start from Irish lass. Body line clear at the moment from Sadie Roberts. And on the near side, Talia Staines. That's your top 3, 101.66. Potentially looking at something maybe a 208 perhaps. And the Staines going very strongly now.
Yeah,
134.70, yeah.
32.86 there, Robert. That's fast 50 there into that second half of this one. Opened up a little bit of a gap at the front there. Chased by the swimmer next to him, Nugadi Rupa Singh from Wickham District. Sadie Roberts also going well, but I think Talia Staines is going to take this one. Nice second half here.
Well, it was even well inside 208, 207.07. Sadie 209.15 and 209.75. Ringa. Very good race from Talia. She'll be pleased with that. Over virtually 3 seconds faster.
Yeah, great swim there from Talia to improve that entry time. Here's the line-up for next one. Heat number 5, Madeline Hines. And Royal Tunbridge Wells, Monson, Catherine Noble from Newcastle. A couple of other Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson swimmers, Lily Diller in 3 and Bella Jones in lane number 4. Amelia Mardell from University of Aberdeen Performance in 5. Olivia Sheehan, Birmingham University in 6. Asma Lefebvre, Loughborough University in 7. And Lucy Hall, East Lothian in lane number 8. So again, entry times 208.43 through to 209.70, so around about a second or so is the difference between the times for all the swimmers here. Bella Jones off to that fast start. again, we have 5 juniors. In this one, the non-juniors are in 5, 6 and 7, so they're all in a little row there in the centre of the pool. And good start in the centre lanes there. Bella Jones off to a good one. Amelia Mardell as well, just going with the early leader, but halfway point. Madeline Hind will take it 8 100ths ahead of Bella Jones. So Madeline Hind in that outside lane. Seen some good outside lane performances this afternoon, Robert.
Quite a few, yeah.
Good turn there as they go into the second half from Amelia Mardell, the 21-year-old from University of Aberdeen Performance. And she might have just taken herself into the lead here. Let's have a look at the splits as she goes over. 33.21, it's around about half a second faster than anyone else in the pool. And Amelia Mardell will hit the front now with just about 30 metres to go or so. Might not count out Madeline Hind just yet though, because she's going along very nicely as well. The RTW Monson swimmer over here in lane number 1, Madeline Hind. But in the centre, is it going to be lane 1 or lane 5? It might be lane 5, just Amelia Mardell. University of Aberdeen Performance gets in 16 100ths ahead of the outside lane swimmer in lane 1, Madeline Hind.
Madeline 100th faster than her entry time.
Well, an improvement, Robert.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Exactly, yeah. Serena Vrabak, Mount Kelly College 1, Emma Wood, City Leeds 2, Rebecca Reid, Aberdeen 3, Willow Kerr, Muir, Plymouth College 4, Isla Roberts, Hackney in 5, Katie Utterson, Newcastle Swim Team 6, Canna Kursa, Warner Bass Club 7, and Honor Fox, City of Glasgow in lane 8. 2:07.11, 2:08.30, just over a second on entry time. Strong start from Emma Wood, yellow cap of City of Leeds. Well, juniors in every lane apart from 3 and 8. Emma Wood out strongly, 28.08. No one at the moment sort of challenging that 2:06.5. But we'll see how this one goes, because Emma Wood is going out extremely strongly. Looks like she could be sub a minute here. Well, she was just on her Fox, just over a second back.
Yeah, giving herself a good chance of getting out really quickly. Emma Wood. Let's hope she doesn't pay for that early pace. Rebecca Reid trying to come back now. Not Rebecca Reid, sorry. Willow Kerr Muir coming back in lane number 4. Also, Honor Fox going well right at the top there. She might be in second. Emma Wood just about holding on to that one. And Serena Vrabach and Honor Fox are the ones giving chase in the 2 outside lanes. Another 2 good swims in the outside lanes, Robert.
Yeah, indeed. Honor Fox hasn't given this one up just yet. Neither has Savina Bravitt, but our leader, I think she's going to hang on. She needs to finish as strongly as she can to try and get close to that 2:06.5.
She's going to do it.
2:06.01. Well, at the moment, that puts her 7th rather.
Serena Vrabic in second position, the 16-year-old, 2:06.61. He's just outside that mark that you told us before, Robert, for qualification for that junior final. And there's the lineup for heat number 7 of the 9 heats. Poppy Worthington from Mount Kelly in lane number 1. Izzy Blackhurst goes in lane number 2 for Birmingham University, a fast reaction time for her. Amber Hinton back in the water again in lane number 3 from Dumfries. Leah Bailey from Swim Leinster in lane number 4. Lexi Dunn and Sierra Broadbelt from Mount Kelly, they go in 5 and 6. Jessica Gable in 7 from RTW Munson, and Maisie Dickinson from Birmingham University in lane number 8. So Jessica Gable off to a fast start there, 28.93 up there in lane number 7. Centre lanes also going well in these early stages. That's lane 4, the bottom of those 2 yellow marked lanes. That's Leah Bailey from Swim Leinster. They look like they are going to be the 2 leaders as we go into the halfway point. Gable and Bailey, 1 minute point 98, not quite as fast as the previous heat, Robert, who was under the minute.
Was indeed, and at the moment, unless Poppy Worthington or was it Lexi Dunn can really find something special, I don't think that 206 is under too much threat. The other 2 swimmers at the moment leading are not juniors. Poppy Worthington's got to come back sub 31 and a half. She's giving it everything out that outside lane, but the 2 girls in 4 and 7 still having that contest. Bailey and Gable, it's very tight between the 2. Gable maybe over on the far side has got this one, and Amber Hinton from nowhere gets third.
A good finish there, 205.71, so they were inside the 206.
Doesn't get her another swim, Paul. 206.76. It's not fast enough to get into the junior final. She might be quite pleased about that in a way. She can get home, rest, and come back refreshed for tomorrow. I'm sure Mum will be quite happy as well, in one sense. Since this is not a key meet for some of these swimmers. Lily Mindell, Heart of Midlothian in 1, Millie Patterson, Swansea University 2, Phoebe Williams-Jones, Birmingham University 3 teammates Poppy Babbitt and Libby Broadart, 4 and 5, Simona Kristofkova from Polka Kobats Rystica in lane 6, 7 Evie Hans, Loughborough University, and 8 Nila Prega from Mount Kelly College. You see how skillful Paul was in getting me to do those pronunciations.
Yes, thought I'd leave it to you, Robert.
Indeed. So, Lily Broda, she's out extremely strongly. 205.51.
Big representation from Birmingham University in this one. 3, 4 and 5, all Birmingham Uni swimmers.
Millie Patterson about a second and a half further back in lane 2. Well, even how strongly Libby's gone out, I don't think she's going to be troubling B final yet. Certainly not going to be troubling a B final, Paul. 132.95 with a 32. It's going to be probably somewhere around about the 206 mark, 205, 206.
Well, that's right on the entry times of these swimmers. 205 and 206 across the board for the entry time, so they're bang on pace in terms of their entry times. A great tussle here between the 2 from Birmingham University. Poppy Babbitt coming back now on Libby Broder, the early leader. I think Libby might just take it, and Millie Patterson splits the 2 of them at the finish, but it is Libby Broder, 206.18 for her ahead of Millie Patterson. And in third place Poppy Babbitt. So those three swimmers stretching away at the front, but Libby Broder went out hard. Was just able to hold on to that one. Final heat of this afternoon's session, and a few people that we have seen earlier this afternoon, and one or two that we haven't seen already this afternoon making their first appearance. We have Alexa Mann in lane number 1, Bath University. Susie McNair from University of Stirling in lane number 2. We have lane number 3, Megan Higgs. No swimmer in lane number 4. Phoebe Arbuckle in lane number 5 from Warrender Bath. Jessica Hum from Bath University in 6. Tilly Collingmore from Millfield in 7, and Alice Forrest from Derwentside and Gateshead in lane number 8. So that's Megan Higgs off to a good start in lane number 3, Millfield swimmer. We're also going well in lane number 7, Tilly Collingmore. 2 Millfield swimmers maybe leading them through here. Jessica Hum and Phoebe Arbuckle very much in the mix. Phoebe Arbuckle, of course, does a range of distance events, doesn't she, Robert?
Yeah. Lanes 3, 5 and 8, second, third and fourth are our 3 juniors and have turned sub 101. So every chance those 3 have got a chance of getting into the B final. 2:06.13 is the 8th fastest time. Swim faster than probably 2:06.5 and you'll get there. It's now lane 7. Well, Phoebe Arbuckle now picks it up from Alice Forrest. They've still got work to do, Paul, both these girls.
Yeah, Arbuckle just hitting the front there. The distance specialist coming through strongly in the closing stages here.
Megan Higgs, though, is going well.
She's been there or thereabouts all the way through.
Forrest might just sneak this one in the far lane, or it might actually be Higgs. No, it's going to be Arbuckle.
Could have gone anywhere at the end there. 8:100
well
separating them.
2:04.61, 2:04.69, 2:05.10. Well, if I've done my sums properly, Paul, well done, ladies. We'll see you later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swimmers, 2:05.69. You're all faster than that. Well done. So that's it for this afternoon. Session 5 is at an end. We're back here at 5:25 for our final session, our evening session. So if you can join us, please do so. So from Robert Taylor and from Paul Noble, thank you very much for joining us at Edinburgh for session 5.